Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Raw. That's Letha. I am Travis. We just sitting out here, trying to win, trying not to sin.
Something like that.
Yeah! Bobby Lashley losing the title last week. Now we get the fallout from that. And we also have the Go Home show, which is what this is for Extreme Rules. So what's going to happen with Bobby Lashley? Is he going to get a rematch? Is he going after Big E? I know Big E has a match tonight. You excited to see that?
No.
The New Day
Big E's retarded.
versus the family, or whatever they call themselves. What do they call themselves?
People.
It's nice.
Is that not what they call themselves?
They label themselves Peeps.
They're the Peeps.
RKO out of nowhere. But now they can have that Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley feud without a title on the line, which is nice. If they're going to go about doing it that way. Doing it and doing it and doing it while. Doing it and doing it and doing it while. Bobby should have just left.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Walter says he'll be here later. Aaron's out there. Sophie's with us.
Hey, Sophie.
Karina Collins is with
Hey,
us.
Karina.
Alita's out there. Hey, Alita. We've got Roberto tonight. Hey, Roberto. Karina says, guys, guess what? I'm in the WWE universe right now. Sweet.
Good deal.
Sophie says the main event tonight have split opinions by every wrestling fan out there. Sophie says people want them to end the brand split. If they do, I don't think both Fox and USA Network might be happy. Sophie also is letting us know MVP is out with an injury.
He did. He broke his ribs.
With MVP being out injured, I wonder how that will affect Bobby Lashley. Well, he's not champion anymore, so you guys got everything you wanted with that. So it doesn't really matter, does it? He can just be a mid-carder and or do nothing. Because that's how we treat our champions.
I felt like they were building him up, too, and they were doing a fantastic job with him.
Yep.
And then just to have it taken away like that, it's just so strange.
Everybody needs a participation trophy anymore. So that's how I look at that title. It's just a participation trophy. It means nothing. Anyways, and of course, Aaron in our chat loves Travis the mostest ever. Just loves him. No homo, though.
No.
But he did give us a super chat.
Oh,
thank you so much, Aaron,
you.
for the super chat. We really appreciate that. We actually really do. And as he says, Travis, you're my homie. I love you. No homo.
This song
heart kisses and heart. Mwah. Mwah. But no homo.
Why'd you have to go so soon?
Oh, Sophie's like AEW is going to have Owen Hart tournament. What are your opinions on that?
Who is doing that?
AEW is going to have an Owen Hart tournament.
I have not heard anything about that. That would be very weird.
The Bloodline is what it's
called. The Bloodline,
called.
that is right.
They call themselves the Bloodline.
Well, they're going to start it out with the New Day. Don't you dare be sour.
Ayla's like, Aaron stole his mom's credit card. Ha 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 ha. Gotta put it back. Alita's clapping. She's very excited. Good job. I'm so excited.
You gotta feel that power.
Aaron's like, Travis, what do you think about this whole Ric Flair and Tommy Dreamer thing?
The more I watch it, the less offended I am by it. I just feel like there's just too many movable parts to get the actual truth. And everybody was so screwed up on drugs. These H's, they were called H-bombs. And they just drug each other. Like Michael P.S. Hayes, he got drugged and he got his head cut off. Here's ponytail. Basically his head.
His head cut off. I'm like, I didn't know it was that violent.
It was bad. They cut his whole head off. No, they cut his whole head of hair off. Is where I was going with that.
So the thing of it is, right, is that people want to be offended. and they found something they could try to be offended about. The problem of it is this happened over 20 years ago, and you cannot judge people on what they have done in the past. You judge them on what they're doing now. Are they doing the same things now? No. Does WWE do that stuff now? No. Do the wrestlers do that
they
stuff?
are going
I'm
on
sure
a
they
European
do.
tour.
I'm sure they haze each other. I'm sure they have people in their locker rooms they hate, and they're probably very mean to them. And I'd have to say it's probably more the bitches than anybody else that does it. So wouldn't you like to be a little fly on the wall listening to the little nasty, narky comments that the bitches say back there to each other? Because I bet you anything that shit still happens. They can sit there and cry and, no, it doesn't. We never do that. We don't do that anymore. But
all right, we got the New Day in the ring.
Complete baloney. Alita's like, hush, Dee. I will not hush, Alita. I will have my opinion.
Shush.
I am glad that you love the New Day and you're just ecstatic about Big E. I am not in the least. Aaron's like, the new gay. Sophie's like, it was looking like they were going to set up Bobby versus Roman before last week, and Brock might have been Bobby's Mania opponent. What is on our thing, Kelly? Seriously.
Some yell.
Whatever is up there. Throwing things at us on our
like
roof.
Sticks or something. Come on, get to talking.
Chris Akane is in the chat.
Say.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Tribal Chief Roman on Raw and Cross in same building. Well, a couple months ago, it would have been a big deal. LOL. So he's like, AEW announced today that they are teaming up with the Owen Hart Foundation, and they are going to do an annual tournament, and the winner gets the Owen Cup.
Oh, that sounds like
good
a good
for them.
deal.
Thought they're doing something like that. Thomas is in the chat. Hey, Thomas. Nice to see ya. How are things going? Says, hey guys, what's up?
Just watching the New Day.
Sophie says, Tommy Dreamer also lost his job with Busted Open Radio because of the plane ride from hell, and that's pretty pathetic and dumb. Alita says, New Day rocks, and Picola's in the chat. Hey, Picola. Says, I'm in the chat, just listening, finishing up a meal really quick. Mills. Vindicator's like, in the chat, and he's like, whoa, who is here? Really? It was like, I showed up. Bitch, why? Thomas is like, WWE is here in the UK. I'm surprised they came despite all that's going on. Why? They have no right to talk about Brody Lee.
Because he wasn't in the WWE.
He was, but they never really did that much about it. Like, they did a little thing and that was it. Fuck them. They didn't give a crap. Anyways. Thomas is surprised they're coming to the UK. Well, maybe they can have another flight from hell and then a whole bunch of other people can get fired.
Get offended in 20 years.
Luna Lamont's in the chat. Hey, Luna. Sophie says, and Owen Hart will be in the new AEW video game. I wonder what the WWE is thinking about all this news regarding Owen Hart.
Who knows? I don't think Vince cares, but it is what it is.
It was like, why did I came? Why did you come? Why did you came? Why did you came? Chris is like, tomorrow is my B-Day, so it's gonna fall on NXT Tuesday.
Heck yeah, it will.
That's awesome. Well, happy early birthday, because we won't see you tomorrow, and we won't be here again until Wednesday. So happy birthday now. Hopefully you're doing something fun. Or responsibly fun. Lita's like, because you love me, Anna. And Ayla's like, yes, queen.
Well, it is nice to see the New Day back together. I wish they'd keep them together. I have no qualms with what's happening, I guess. Here he comes. Roman Reigns ahead of the table.
Oh,
at least it's his music. The Bloodline.
Can anybody else use his music?
The Usos, I guess, could come out to it.
Why would they? Don't they have their own?
They do. I am glad to see Roman showing up on Monday Night Raw.
Are you?
I am. I figured he should pull up like in a limo and get out, and it should be a big old thing, not just show up on stage.
Maybe he just lives there, so he doesn't even have to have a limo. Sophie says WWE is going to do another UK tour in November. Yep, we were just talking about that. And Thomas says, just wait until Kofi turns on them. And Alita's got hard eyes for all of the above that's on wrestling, and Ayla also. Beagle's like, happy B-Day, bruh. Whatever you do, don't go Ric Flair, woman. I'll bite you at the end of the day. It'll bite you at the end of the day.
Yeah, don't swirl your dick.
Swirl your dick all you want. Just don't go having people touch it, I guess. Or pretend to touch it, or whatever supposedly happened.
We don't know.
I don't believe a goddamn thing that bitch was saying. Not one word out of her mouth did I believe.
Not when she changed the story mid, and she said, she was talking about Gold Dust, and she's talking about how he had the mic, and she would have taken it, blah, 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 you know? And JR had to go sit him down because he was singing some sad song to Terry Reynolds. Anyways, but then later when she's telling the story about Rick, she changes the story and says, well, that's the reason I didn't take the mic away from him myself, is because he was the one that helped me with get away from Rick. I was like, oh my God.
She's like, I don't know what my story is, but I'm going to make it up as I go.
When you change it on the fly, it doesn't work. And now it's on tape. Like, everybody can see that.
Yeah, but how many people are sitting out there going, bitch, you're a liar. But they're all like, oh, Ric Flair's a bad man. Because they've been pounded in their heads with this stupid Me Too movement. Garbage. It's like, oh, bitch, please. Anyways, we got Ian in the chat. Hey, Ian. He loves him some Iron Maiden. He wants to know if you like it, too.
Iron Maiden. Put him in the Iron Maiden. Sweet. Execute him. Bogus. I don't know what they say. But Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I don't know a lot about Iron Maiden. I couldn't tell you one song. But I've heard them before. My sister was way into it when I was a kid. I just don't know what songs are theirs. But I've definitely heard of them.
What's up next? That 6-man match.
They're going to start the show off with it.
They are.
Figured this would be the main event. Still could be.
Sophie says tonight matters because we might see more crossover before the draft, depending on the ratings number tonight's Raw gets. Alita says, yes, run to the hills. Alita says, happy birthday to you, Chris. And Sophie says, I feel like Woods will turn on the New Day, kind of like how Seth Rollins turned on the Shield.
Right. And I feel like one of them should turn on one of them. I just don't know about that. I think it would be better if it was Kofi. I don't feel like Xavier would do anything. Xavier turns and he quits the company and leaves.
Yeah.
And nobody cares.
Goes and cries in the corner.
I feel like you have to have somebody that's a little bigger and more important. And that's why I think it would be better if it was Kofi. Because at least Kofi's sort of important. I mean, he was champion not too long ago. He could get jealous right here. He could do something about it. And then he could challenge him and win the title back. I'd be 100% happy with that. Although it'd be a heel this time, so it'd be a little bit different.
Right.
But I do like the idea of these big guys that can't be beat not being champions for a while, so these other guys can have some title reigns. You know, Bobby and Roman, I was like, well, the titles are locked up for the next decade. Now what? You know, you have to have the championships move around.
Yeah, that's fine and all.
On SmackDown, there is nobody else that could be champion. What are you going to do, Kevin Owens? You know what I mean? There's nobody else over on SmackDown.
All right. Alita's like, guess you're surprised. As Sophie says, I'm guessing they are going to do the main event to open tonight's show. We have WWE fan 444 in the chat. Hey, WWE fan. Says, Roman's got a red gauntlet tonight. Nice. Didn't notice his hands. Sophie says, why is Tommy Dreamer and Ric Flair being the only ones being punished for the whole plane ride from hell that took place 20 years ago?
Why is anybody being punished?
Why is anybody being punished? Nobody should be punished. It's a story, and they should just let it go.
I mean, honestly, who listens to what they did and then gets upset? Like, hey, this is what I did when I was a kid, you know? And it's like...
You're on the blacklist, you fucker.
Yeah, like, oh, you're fired. Because it's something I did 20 years ago.
Don't you think I've grown and learned from my stupid?
Now, granted, Tommy Dreamer, or whatever his name is, he did say that stuff recently when they were making it, right? It wasn't like he was saying the stuff They didn't interview him the day that it happened, and then he said it.
Right.
He was literally talking whenever they made this, so in the last year, about that. So that one's a little bit different.
Right.
But like Ric Flair, no, I don't.
Did they even interview him?
Rick?
Yeah.
No. If anybody talked to him about it.
Probably not. If he wasn't in the show, then they never did.
Oh,
They're
no,
just
they
going
did.
off hearsay off of everybody else.
Oh, yeah, no. I guarantee he rejected it. Say, no, don't talk about it. There's no reason to talk about it. It's a fantastic story. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't have wanted to been on that fucking plane?
And my question is there's no fucking way there was only one goddamn stewardess.
Well,
they had at least 3 or 5. Yeah. Where are the other bitches during this? Why aren't they backing up her fucking story? Why is it only one that all of a sudden she was the one that was,
I don't know what they were doing. They probably didn't want the attention like that. She obviously
has a problem.
Something was going on.
She has daddy issues. Like, I need attention in my life.
Because they didn't interview the other stewardesses either.
Exactly. So I do not believe a goddamn thing out of her mouth. If you don't have collaborating stories from other people, either their investigation stuff wasn't very complete.
The point is, it's a TV show. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
It's not like CNN. Investigative reporting or something like that. Like, it was here's the real story.
This is what they said. This is what they said. Let's move.
Let's ruin people's lives. Oh, on hearsay. Yay, everybody.
All right, this is starting the show out, guys. It's official.
We have Anas in the chat. Hey, Anas says, I think Bobby Lashley will drop SmackDown. And Alita says, not really. I find it interesting. Because Vindicator said, so weird to put the main event as the first match. This is why Raw is so screwed up. And Sophie's like, Woods created the New Day, like how Seth created the Shield. So if Woods turns on the New Day, they could run the same type of storyline.
Right. It was his idea to put together the New Day. You are correct. Because they were going to fire all 3 of them.
Yep.
And they said, hey, I have an idea. Let's try this. They went to the big guy with it. He said, sure, let's see how it works out. The rest is rock and roll history. It's like 10 years later, and we're still watching the New Day. So,
WWE fan says, it's just me, Devin. Oh, it's just you. Chris says, why are we still talking about the plane ride from hell? The show was last week.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
It was over 20 years ago. Why are we talking about it? That's the point.
Somebody aired it. Somebody wanted to talk about it, so we talked about it.
Sophie's like, and how does Goldberg fit in the storyline now since Bobby lost the WWE Championship?
Also a good deal, right? Now you can have Bobby versus Goldberg
without a championship.
Without the title on the line. Goldberg can actually win the match.
Mm-hmm. Which they should do, right? Because of the whole thing with his kid, and he still needs to get revenge and all that stuff. So it makes sense, if you did something kind of like that.
And Goldberg does it dirty, which would be the better way to do it.
Chris says, no, they said they tried to contact Rick, but he didn't give an answer, but it said Rick didn't have to comment. No. Sophie's like, remember Hulk Hogan was on the blacklist of wrestling for a while until they brought him back a few years ago. Yes. Yeah, because that was stupid too. Because like, nope, I remember going to a hotel when I was 10 in South Carolina and believe Flair was in the lobby. He's been partying like it's 1984 for years.
I bet you he's been partying like it's the late 70s for years.
Like, yeah.
I mean, that dude was in a plane wreck. So the first time I saw that, when people were like, talking about this, the plane ride from hell, I honestly, and they said it was about Ric Flair, I was like, oh shit, this is his plane wreck, because he was in a plane wreck and broke his back.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's what it was going to be about, so I wasn't that interested in watching it, so I didn't watch it. And then I come find out, they're like, oh yeah, Rick got this, and Tommy Dreamer got fired, and I'm like, what the hell's the plane ride from hell? So then I had to watch it, and it was not the plane flight from 1976 that broke Flair's back, or whatever year it was, 76, 77, somewhere.
And now says, it's official, Roman Reigns will defend his WWE Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. And I changed my name into Anas Uzumaki. Nice.
Yeah, it sounds like that's going to happen. I'm still waiting for to see what's going to happen this Sunday. Is that fight between Finn Balor, the Demon, and Roman Reigns for the title, or is that a non-title fight? I keep seeing that it's a non-title, but they haven't announced anything. And if that's a non-title fight, I think Finn Balor wins with the help from Brock. Because Finn, the Demon's not supposed to lose. So it'd make a lot of sense if he won that.
Right.
As the Demon.
Uh-huh.
but with the help of, a distraction from Brock. Not like he doesn't have to touch, just his music hits. Because that's what they keep saying. Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he going to be there at Extreme Rules?
Right.
So Brock shows up. Roman loses, but not the title because it's a non-title fight.
True.
The demon stays intact, still undefeated. So it saves
Roman
him.
doesn't lose his championship.
Everything just par for the course. We just keep moving on down the road.
And moving on.
Roman taking it right to Kofi. Now we know Kofi can't last against these studs, right? Bobby Lashley dominated him. Kofi was dominated by Brock. And now he's in there with the best in the business.
Ooh,
wow, and now they got to go to commercial break so they can show us Chucky commercials. And pay some bills. What a great show so far. Kind of excited about it. You excited about that?
No.
New Day?
Not really.
Yes, it is. Should I go get my New Day shirt? I feel like I should.
Chris's D, that lady wasn't lying. She seems like a nice person. And apparently she was already in an abusive relationship with her husband at home. Not that that has anything to do with the plane ride. Actually, it does now. That makes all the sense why she's doing what she's doing. Complete
She
sense
was in
now.
an abusive
Liar.
relationship lately in the last 20 years, or it was before the flight. That would be important also.
And apparently she was already in an abusive relationship.
Right before the flight.
During the, probably, like before the flight, during that time period, whatever you want to call it.
So it sounds like she's a victim.
She's a victim! Oh my god, a lying victim! Yay for her. Bravo.
Well, we don't know if she's lying, but we do know that she's got the victim mentality.
Let's put it this way. She perceived the actions how she perceived them.
Right, through a victim's eyesight.
Exactly.
If she's dating somebody that's abusive, then she's a victim. Then she's choosing to be a victim. Mm-hmm. It's kind of one of those things. Why don't you break up with him? I can't. My CDs are in his truck.
Exactly.
Come on. Seriously.
I need my CDs back.
Oh, I left my chapstick in his jockey box. I can't. And they keep going back because they're victims. That's what they feel they deserve. It's not right, but it's just the way.
And they can't break the cycle, by the way. They just can't.
You keep falling on the same rocks, same relationship, same things happen over and over. We all do it, right? It doesn't matter if it's a positive or negative. We all do the same thing over and over. Even though we want to change, we try to change, but we can't change without something catastrophic happening. Something makes us change. If we want to eat healthier, we either have to get diabetes or look in the mirror and go, oh, fuck. Or, like, Amir lies to me. I'll look at a mirror and I'll be like, sexy as dick, And then all of a sudden I'm like, I look at a picture and I'm like, oh my god. Should take Polaroids more often. That fucking, what's that woman from the 90s? Oh shit, she was super famous.
What'd she do?
Pretty Girls, Beverly Hills, Alicia Silverstone.
Oh.
She had it right. She'd take Polaroids because Amir lies, she said. Now I can see why. And now with our digital cameras, it's easy. Like oh god,
just put a filter on it. It'll be fine.
No, I'm talking about real life.
Just
what was that called? Beverly Hills Teenage Girl Show.
Are you talking about Clueless?
Clueless. That's what it was called.
Like what?
That's where that is. That's where that comes from. She takes that freaking the selfies with a Polaroid. With every outfit she tries on so she can see what she looks like in it. I take Polaroids.
As Chris says, Bad Roadhouse are fitted. True. If you guys feel that what happened to those people they deserve after 20-something, like almost 30 years have went by, then you should be.
You just keep adding time.
But then
it was like 19 years ago.
Okay, so 20 years ago.
47 years ago.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know what year it was that it happened.
2001, I think.
So even then, like, you fucked me up, so I don't even know what I was saying. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Oh, what an ass.
Fucking dick.
What a dick.
Okay, so it's like maybe we get Big E versus Goldberg at some point. Oh, that's
Big
what I was
E.
saying. I was saying that then you should be held accountable for everything you did as a nasty whatever you did when you were a kid.
Right?
You should be held accountable for that right now, and you should be fired from your jobs for bullying people, being mean to people. I don't care what you did. You spit at people, threw things at people. You should be freaking fired from your jobs and blacklisted from everything in life.
If you bit somebody as a toddler,
you're totally going to be a biter. You're probably a biter.
You should be fired from your job.
Just saying. Like that's the stupidity of it. I know that's an extreme way to look at it, but that's how I see it. It's just dumb.
I just think that there should be a statute of limitations of shit to like even care about.
Right.
Like if it didn't happen this calendar year, I don't give a fuck.
Right. Exactly.
Like January, what's that song? Isn't there a song on January 1st? It's like everything's forgotten or something.
Maybe.
It's the New Year's song. It's like forgot. Blah, 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 blah.
Hold on sign or whatever it is.
But whatever they say, I swear that's the last year don't count anymore.
Right. Anyway, so he says maybe we get Big E versus Goldberg at some point. And we have Luke in the chat for a minute. Hey, Luke. Says, hi, I'll just pop in to say hi.
Hello.
We're out for physical therapy also. I sent you a message on Insta. Okay. I did see it.
Did you see this shit going on in the news with this girl that was murdered?
There was a girl murdered?
Yeah. It's crazy. I didn't think you'd have heard about it. So a guy literally
watch the news.
Supposedly killed his girlfriend. Not here.
Oh, like in our area.
But he's from Florida, and she's from Florida. But they were here. It happened in Grand Teton National Park.
Were they on vacation?
Mm-hmm. But they drove up through Utah and then they went to Yellowstone. I don't know if they got to Yellowstone or if they were going to, but obviously got in a squabble and he went home. And then his parents said that they went and got his car and all sorts of just lies. Lies! There it is, rock bottom.
So,
Big E kicks out.
So he went home?
He went home without her. He's on the run. They can't find him, obviously, but the FBI showed up at his parents' house. So I haven't seen anything today about it because I've been busy, but
right.
The FBI did show up at his parents' house and put them in a car, and then we're searching their house. And
Ayla, where are you? Don't you know all this? Where's your info? Come on, girl. Anyways, Lieutenant Martha is in the chat. Hey, Lieutenant Martha says missing 1980s, that phase. How a time for everything was different back then. Magnum PI, Tom Selleck, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, the music. Chris says there was also a plane ride from hell in 1990. That one wasn't an issues with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty and the Ultimate Warrior. But they still all have jobs unless they're dead.
Big E thinks he's going to beat Roman Reigns. Let's see if it happens.
Stephanie says right now they probably have ideas on what the rest of the year feuds will be.
Absolutely they do. Here it is, the big ending.
Right.
Like he's going to hit Roman.
The Indicator says, good effing dang it, Orton versus Style for 900th time tonight. It's getting close to where I will quit this show entirely. Only show up for Dynamite and maybe SmackDown.
SmackDown's on.
Come in and hang out with us. Come on.
We'll hang out with you.
We're cool.
There's the Superman punch. Big E went down like a sack of potatoes.
What kind of potatoes?
Probably some russets. Oh shit, Big E Xavier screwed up there. He kicked the rope instead of Roman's face, but Roman played along with it.
Sophie says Demon Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns is for the Universal Championship, the last I heard.
Yeah, see, I hadn't heard anything about it.
Yeah, that could change, though. Rosella is in the chat.
There's Bobby! Spear to Big E! That's what we want to see!
Good. Big E or Bobby Lashley's in
So is the referee seeing this
Go,
stuff?
Bobby! Go, Bobby! Beat the crap out of him.
I am so glad to see Bobby
Throw him! Yeah,
decimating these guys. Where's the referee? How's he not seeing it?
He's gonna kick all
he's taking out them too.
It's like, don't
he
come
just
at
took out an Uso.
He's like, don't come at me. He's like, you don't come at me.
He's going after him too. This is exactly what we want to see. Get in the ring, Bobby. Take everybody out.
Just dick him up. Dick that one up a lot. Just dick him up to hell. Turn around. Watch him.
What are you doing? Roman's going to spear the fuck out of this.
I hope he does. Spear the fuck out of this.
Boom! Now pin him. Count to 100, ref. 2 and 3. Roman Reigns ahead of the table. The bloodline with the victory.
Sorry.
You know Roman ain't losing.
Right? But they did give him the pin on that freakoid who thinks he's so cool. He was like, I win against everybody now.
Not beating Roman Reigns.
Anyway, Sophie wants to know, do you think they could have had
There's a spear!
Big E cash in a lot later, like Survivor Series or Crown Jewel or at Mania?
It's over now. I'm sorry, but it's just over.
They could have.
Yeah, they could have changed it.
They could have done anything. He could have had it for a full year. He didn't have to cash in right away.
It's fine. It looks like Roman's obviously going to have a Bobby Lashley feud moving forward.
Maybe.
So he's going to get drafted somewhere else.
Alita says, usually they turn very violent.
Right into Big E.
Sophie says, Rampage lost a lot more viewers this week. At this point, they're almost at the 5,000 mark.
Yeah, 500K. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's on a Friday night. And we got to watch it this Friday for 4 hours. So in our 4th hour, we're going to be watching that shit. It's going to be interesting to see, for sure.
People says, I'm glad we can talk about and hope people will learn from their mistakes. People says Heidi Fleiss. And Sophie said, they can't learn from their mistakes,
Heidi
though.
Fleiss, I've heard that
Heidi
name.
Fleiss, question mark.
Wasn't she, she sold women to men. What's that called? The madam?
Yeah, she was a madam.
Isn't that who Heidi Fleiss is?
She was like a call girl madam.
She was like the top one.
Prostitution. Anyways, people, on that note about talking about it, I hope people will learn from their mistakes. The problem with that is that they don't learn, they just erase history. So they're just deleting it and erasing it and getting rid of it, and they're not learning anything from it. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're not going to learn from it anyways.
Sophie says this reality show is AEW version of Ms. and Mrs. Oh yeah, the reality show
with Cody
Rhodes and his wife. Alita says, I was a fighter. I could tell you're a scrapper, aren't you? Sophie says, I wonder why they decided to open the show with this match. Probably because Roman didn't want to deal with him. Who knows?
Maybe we'll get a triple threat match. You see Bobby Lashley, he's still going after Big E, so maybe we'll get some sort of a triple threat with all three of them. That'd be kind of fun to watch.
Chris is like, yeah, it's always the husband killing their girlfriends. It's just like Alexis Sharkey. I think her husband killed her.
I don't know who that is.
The CBP's in the chat. Hey, CBP. And Luke says, the couple was driving and pulled over for speeding. The cops noticed scratches on both of them. The lady said her man was yelling at her and hit her in the car, and she swung back. The cops took the guy to a hotel and paid for it. She was allowed to stay in the van. Apparently, the guy called her that night. She went to get him. Then he showed up home without her and tried to say she dropped him off after beating him up, and he didn't know where she went. They found her body yesterday.
Yep.
He was a person of interest, but was allowed to leave police custody because the cops said the lady was mentally unstable after the guy said she was. He immediately vanished.
Yeah. You want to hear something else that's crazy? This has nothing to do with national news, but this is local. So we had a local high school teacher. This is a couple years ago. He molested a special education girl up at Highland High School, and he lost his job, and he went to jail, but he didn't go to jail very long, and the judge sentenced him and everything. Well, anyways, go ahead.
When did it happen?
My story's happening right now.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, homeboy isn't in jail. He isn't in prison or anything. Well, over the weekend, they found his bloody body all beaten up. He's still alive, but he's in the hospital.
Is he in critical condition?
No, he's just in the other one. The one right under that. Intensive care. So he's going to live. But the police want to know who might have done such a thing. And if you read any of the chats through the local newspaper or whatever, you would think the whole city did it. So they're like, even if I know who did it,
all of us did it.
And then a lot of people are like, and these are kind of the wealthier people in town are like, if you get arrested for this, I will post your bail. Like, they're like saying, thank you for doing this. A lot of vigilante justice going on locally.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
I mean, the dude admitted to it. It wasn't like he went to trial and fought it and then got away. Like, he admitted to it, so he got a shortened sentence.
Right.
Basically, they
he made a deal, right?
And he got beat up over the weekend, but nobody knows who did it. I'm sure the police even know who did it, but everybody's like, "Hey, we have no idea who did it. This is a tough one. It looks like a serial killer, probably."
Somebody from out of state, definitely. Definitely.
We're gonna search probably somewhere in Hawaii for this one. I think it's a Hawaiian beater here on this one. The cops are going to Hawaii to check this one out. Like nobody cares. Like seriously, like the only people that would care is him.
Oh,
Everybody else, like, no, nobody gives a shit.
right. People says, if you call selling plasma a job, LOL, Marty Jannetty. It's like, I need to change my puppy food. Oh, yeah? Is it making her not feel good?
Oh.
Chris says, there is a YouTube channel that watched Raw. Now they literally don't come on live anymore because Raw sucks. Didn't think they'd actually stop streaming.
Yeah, you know, Raw is a tough one.
It's really tough.
But it has gotten better I would say, since they went live.
You can
Once
see
they got in front of fans, we went from like 4 matches to 10. And I don't know how many matches there are now. I haven't been counting them. I haven't been writing it down, but we just had a great one. Bobby Lashley just decimated everybody.
Right. See, Sophie says there has been some YouTubers that gave up watching Raw because, in their words, Raw isn't that great. Chris says Lashley spearing freaking Roman Reigns. Sophie says every time I begin to watch Raw or SmackDown, that's when my dog wants to go outside. And Sophia NYC is in the chat. Hey, Sophia says, hey, everyone, it's about time you guys head outdoor. Who set up the tent? Ayla. And Sophie says we are getting Bobby versus Roman. Sophia says, Luke, I already know.
Here we go. He's in the back talking to the GMs.
Vindicator says, first Sophie, now we get a Sophia. What are the odds? Ian Glazer's back in the chat saying, I saw Shinedown and Seether at Minneapolis Target Center. Me and my dad go to see Shinedown Seether at Target Center, Minnesota. Sweet, man. That's awesome.
So I'm listening to Bobby.
It's probably not a good idea. Now just walk away because it's funnier.
Sonya's like, be careful what you ask for type. She's going to put them together. It's going to be a handicap match later or some shit. I feel like that match still could happen tonight.
Right.
That triple threat I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't be for a title because there's 2 champions.
Yep. Vindicator's like, for Sophie, now we get a Sophia. What are the odds? Ian says that, and Sophie says we are getting Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus tonight. If Hardy wins, it will be a triple threat match at Extreme Rules. Sophia says,
so did he come down on his arm or something?
Everything like little kid. I know what.
You think he came down on his arm? I didn't watch the RKO. He hit him with an RKO and it broke his ribs.
Oh, maybe he landed funny.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he landed on his arms.
Anyway, Sophia is talking poop about Luke's always thinks news reporter about everything little kid. I know about all this. What you need to do is focus on WWE like the Vince McMahon supporter you are, Luke. Ian's giving us some sign language, and then Shinedown Seether drooling. Sophie's like, too bad they broke up the Hurt Business, and he wants to be like Shinedown because he loves them and Seether. You're a viper. Chris says Lashley saying he beats Reigns all day.
Oh, I know.
Sophie says I'm not a big fan of Shinedown. Give the guy a break. His mouthpiece has broken ribs.
He did pretty good there.
He did.
You didn't hear me complain. I complained about anybody when they talk for themselves.
Maybe he's been working on it with MVP. Maybe that's why they kind of put him together so we can have some coaching on that.
Are you confusing real life with the movies? Talking about Lion King. See?
Oh God.
There was hyenas everywhere.
Oh Jesus.
He's talking about Lion King. Lion was ran down by a bunch of wildebeest. He was pushed right off the cliff. There was hyenas everywhere. He linked him up to the Spotify list. They have the same Spotify list.
Poor Randy. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Eva Marie.
Sophie's like, Bobby versus Roman. They think that's a fresh feud. Chris is like, Char on Alexa's playground tonight.
Yes, she is.
Randy Paula says, did you see it? Did we see what, Randy? Paula? Alita says, Chihuahua in his animals is his animal soul. Flashes in the chat saying, you can tell Orton is listening to Slim Shady. Ian loves Metallica and 80s rock. Great, Ian. That's awesome, man.
Good deal. I like Metallica.
Sophie says, is this Bobby Lashley somehow leads us to a feud with Brock? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, obviously,
Who
Bobby's
knows?
got to get in there. Brock's got to get in there. I mean, we just got to thank the WWE Universe for allowing this to happen, right?
I guess.
Thank WWE.
Did we get to see
president,
Eva Marie, but she gets beat up by what's her face? Dumplin'. The Nuclear says, squash match alert. Cover your eyes or ignore it, Delisa. It's not worth it.
I mean, they're slowly building this. Like, it's already happened. I mean, they've shown us a whole month of recap. This is old-fashioned Monday Night Raw.
Alita's like, OMG, if I see this person again, I'm going to scream. Which one? Dumplin' or Eva Marie? Because she's already in there. Cool, Ian. Glad you like Enter Sandman. It's pretty cool. It's a good
Hey,
song.
I remember that when that song came out. Changed my life. That was a good song.
Right?
I think that came out when I was like 6th grade.
Alita's like evil. Who's evil?
Eva Marie.
All right, who wants to have a grilled cheeseburger?
Everybody and their dog.
Like, you make a hamburger, right? And then you make, like, 2 sides of a grilled cheese. Like, so you put cheese on one side of your bread, you know, and on the other. But you don't put it together as a grilled cheese. Then you toast your bread with your cheese on it, and it melts. And then you put the hamburger between that, and then put it together.
Boom.
Boom! Grilled cheese hamburger.
Boom.
Make that shit at home.
She has a resting fun face.
Right. Resting fun face, alright. That's one of the funnier things from his stand-up. I'm at McDonald's. We have food at home! You want McDonald's?
I'll make a sandwich better than McDonald's. You make it better than McDonald's? Eddie Murphy is my favorite.
That stand-up comedy is, anyways.
I'm surprised he's not blackballed. That right there, that stand-up comedy would get him thrown out of prison in today's day and age. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
But that's why, though. I mean, that's the stupid part about it. It shouldn't make a difference, but it does in some cases. That's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, if they played that today, if somebody was to go back and listen to that, I think he'd get thrown out.
I'm pretty
he
sure
was working
people
with
do
Disney.
listen to it. So he says when they weren't live fans for a year and a half, that lost viewers. Sophie says this RKO Bro team is like Team Hell No and The Rock and Sock Connection.
Yeah, a little bit. I could see it. They like to do that goofy with the serious, and we're seeing it really well with the women too, with Rhea Ripley and Ash, ASH.
Mm-hmm. Chris says to live is to die. Metallica is cute. And Vindicator says, so apparently McBossman has a lot of outstanding bills to pay. They take commercial breaks every 10 friggin' minutes. Yeah, and they're not
What
like
was I
short
watching the other
commercials.
day, and it was just like a commercial the whole time? What were we watching?
It was the end of a NXT or something.
Yeah, it was NXT. They just had a
It was
commercial.
the end of it.
It lasted like 25 minutes, the commercial break.
It was crazy. We were watching it the other night.
Was that when we were trying to watch Mandy?
Yeah. Yeah,
We were
because
trying to
everybody
see-
was saying, because you were in the chat with Joe's chat stream, and they were like, "Oh, Mandy, oh, she changed her hair." And
She
we're
got
like,
a
"Oh my
different
god!"
hair.
And I flipped it back to that channel. It was on commercial, and it stayed on commercial for like 10 fucking minutes.
That was a long commercial.
I was like, "What the frick?" Like, I could have went to the bathroom 5 times. Alita's like, "Shit, I'm related to him. Who are you related to?"
Look at that, Survivor Series, November 20th. So they have not advertised their October show yet. They're obviously doing their
It's because they're
November now.
Are they in New York right now? Is that why?
I can't remember. I thought that was
Further
next week, but maybe there.
Are they having what's her face there in New York? The pay-per-view next weekend? Then why would they be? I thought it was this week.
All right, we got Dewdrop out there. Eva Marie looking fantastic.
Sophie says, "I bet they are going to announce the Extreme Rules stipulations at the last minute." Sophie says, "Do you guys do the movies at all? Do the movies? Like watch movies or
like
go
FX?
to the movies?"
FX got the movies. And continue to stare at me.
And now just look at me. Chris says, and Mandy and her edgy hair color. I thought she was like going to have a mask or face paint, something new, not just a hair change. He's like, "Do you like Led Zeppelin?" Alita says, "Can't think of his name now." Alita says, "A little." And Sophie says, "Charlotte versus Alexa, the WWE brass love both women. Which one do they want to win on Sunday is a coin flip."
Eva Marie using the experience here. Oh no, she's running all the way from her. I figured she'd kick her when she got into the ring.
Why? She can just run away from her.
Maybe Vince wants to see her run or something. I don't understand that. Let's not get Dewdrop running.
Yeah. La 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 doo 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 doo.
All right, Eva Marie stepping foot inside that squared circle. Here it is. Oh, Dewdrop had to attack her.
As Alita says, "Girl, please." And Sophie says, "I like Aerosmith and Justin Timberlake." Chris says, "Look at Eva, lol." Right? Look at Eva.
Look at her.
Look at her.
Look at her again.
Look at her some more. Just look at her.
Look how well she's
Alita's
put
like
together.
Alexa, as Sophie was talking about.
Oh,
Alexa.
dropped her down. And another one of those weird backsplashes.
Somebody says they finally announced the date for Survivor Series, November 21st. Yep,
Yeah.
It was on the commercial a second ago. Chris says, "Bro, I want to see Eva Marie versus Mandy inside Hell in a Cell." Yeah. Eva Marie and Mandy, huh? Maybe give her a different opponent and see how well she does. Put her up against Nia Jax or something.
Dewdrop?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from this WWE. This is over.
Ugh. Right, grossness. Sophie's like, we know we are getting Edge versus Rollins 3 at one of the next pay-per-views. Vindicator says, I would bet $500 that even Dalitha could destroy Eva Moronic.
See? Triple threat, they're setting it up. So that's going to be your main event tonight, guys.
Says, let's
Triple threat.
Eva versus Nia. Now, we've already seen that with Nia versus Lana. I would rather see Dewdrop Dumpling out there with Nia Jax. I want to see those women go at it and see which one comes out on top.
Maybe send her back to the UK.
After she loses to Nia Jax, yes. I want Nia Jax to just beat the crap out of her.
All right. Is this a one-on-one match here? Is this Randy
Orton?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Legend Killer.
Yep. Oh, Chris says, yeah, see who can make each other look ugly first. Sure, Chris, that's it.
Might as well throw Carmella in there.
Oh. If you want that, throw her against Eva Marie. Chris says Big E wants both men. Yeah, he do.
Yeah, it's happening. We're going to get that as the main event tonight. It's just going to be
People
weird.
is like, I'm back. Here's my thoughts from the last 10 minutes. That's it? Not a lot of thoughts, bud.
Maybe he's still... Maybe it's to come.
Alita's like, bedtime. Is it bedtime now, Alita? You done? You're like, I'm done. People is like, oh yeah, Riddle is no Mick Foley. Yeah, how could he be? They couldn't even hang with those old guys back in their prime. These guys nowadays, they'd eat them alive.
Randy can wrestle anybody from any era.
I didn't say Randy. I wasn't including him. He was young when those guys were kind of in their primes. That's different. He grew up with that shit.
Right.
He knows how it is.
Well, he's got the size to compete with any era. Even in the 80s.
I'm talking about those people. Vindicator's like, night, Alita. And Piccolo says, I think Mandy looks good with dark hair.
She does, doesn't she?
Is that your thoughts from the last 10 minutes? You're like, yeah, Riddle's no Mick Foley. Mandy looks good with dark hair. You're funny.
She does. She's fantastic.
She does not look bad with dark hair. I don't know what her natural hair color is. Piccolo says, and yes, Eddie Murphy is the GOAT. Dave Chappelle is the GOAT.
Dave Chappelle is a genius. He just knows how to get it done. I will be right back.
Where are you going?
Oh.
I need a sweater. The wind picked up. It made it chilly. There's a breeze. There's a breeze. So he says Crown Jewel is the only pay-per-view scheduled for October. And Piccolo says I was cleaning up the kitchen with my headphones on. Sweet. It's the best way to do it, right? Either music or something happening. Vindicator says, I would rather watch the giant snake they keep showing than 90% of the matches they will come. And what a shock after a commercial grinds everything to a halt. Always. Piccolo says, I may have short attention span, sue me. That's fine. Nobody is talking about your attention span. And Sophie says, Chris Rock is the GOAT. You think? I don't know if I really like his humor that much. It's okay. But I like Eddie Murphy's humor and Cat Williams and stuff like that. They're freaking hilarious. Because like Tambourine, Chris Rock's last special was meh. And here's like, do they think you would never have enough trivia questions to cover all these Raw breaks? Vindicator, you would be surprised how much trivia I actually have. I actually bought, like, some old school Trivial Pursuit game packs. So back in the day, like in the 80s or something, they used to have, you had Trivial Pursuit, right? And you would buy the game and it came with, like, one set of trivia questions. Well, kind of like what they do with, what's that game called? It's the, what is it? Cards Against Humanity. So you know how Cards Against Humanity, you can get like their main pack and then you can like buy like other like supportive packs or whatever with it. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like that kind of stuff. So it's like trivia questions like that. Thank you. So you could buy like trivia packs with Trivial Pursuit back in the day. So it was kind of cool that they did something like that. Don't put your stuff on yet. Will you grab that blanket? Should have wore pants. I don't have pants on. Forgot my pants. Thanks.
Yeah. What a fantastic episode so far. Nobody could complain about Monday Night Raw yet.
Complain. I complained a whole bunch already. Haha! That's not touchable.
This is how we're going to be all winter, guys.
More comfortable there.
I figured we'll do it through October. So we need to hurry and get the office done with whatever we're going to do through October.
I know. See, Piccolo says, I did love his 90s Bring the Pain. Chris Rock. Sophie says about John Panette. Piccolo says the big black box. Oh, God. Sophie says, I thought they would never announce the date for Survivor Series. Yeah, they've been kind of waiting later and later to announce those dates, haven't they?
Let's make it official then.
Uh-oh. I think that was a threat.
I just want to know how that one ends. Who loses that?
The new done is also. The new day is also. What? The new what?
The new done day?
The new done is also. Pickle says, how many crime scene 911 rescue TV shows are there now?
Oh,
I don't know, dude. I don't watch any of the new stuff really, so I couldn't even tell you. Like, I see commercials for them. So what? They have 3 different Chicagos, right? They have Chicago Med, Chicago PD, and Chicago Fire. Then they have that 911 show. And then God knows how many other ones.
I'm sure they still have some sort of CFSI type shit.
Sophie says, I just saw Shang-Chi. It was an awesome movie. Nice. Sophie says, we are getting the triple threat match tonight. Yep. And Vindicator says, yeah, in some places, Trivial Pursuit was as popular as Monopoly. But yeah, I always better at that latter because I just love those Benjamins, even the fake ones. Not counterfeit, though. I hate Monopoly. I hate that game. I don't like Monopoly.
No Monopoly fun for her.
Sophie says Mandy looks like Sonia with her new look. Vindicator says illegal counterfeit, I mean.
Let's make it official then, asshole. It looks like it. Roman, Bobby, Big E. They're putting 3 of their top 4 guys in a ring together. Brock's the 4th. Guess you will.
Is he?
I mean, obviously Big E doesn't belong in that group, but
no, not even.
But since he's champion, we got to put him up.
All participation trophies for everybody. People says CSI Vegas returned, and there's NCIS Honolulu debuting this week. Mom keeps tabs on the CBS stuff. No, she's a big fan. I didn't know that CSI even had still shows going. I don't really watch a lot of mainstream television anymore. Like, I don't have shows that I'm just like, I have to watch that show.
Not since The Big Bang Theory. That was the last one that I even cared about.
Well, I mean, only because the last season was on the TV and you might as well watch it there, but I'm talking...
I watched the last two.
Yeah.
I watched, 10, 11, 12.
Right. But I'm saying, like, I'm talking, like, shows like I watch. I don't watch any new stuff on TV, though. Like, I don't have one that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't miss that show.
Monday Night Raw.
I have things I have recorded that I probably should watch. That I
Raw?
haven't. Oh, God, no.
SmackDown?
No. Even once is too much.
Dynamite?
For all of it. And Sophie's like, I don't like watching game shows.
I like the game show.
Those are the funnest.
I like Family Feud and the other one that's pretty good. What's that one where they...
What America Says?
Yeah, America Says. That's pretty cool.
Sophie says, I'm surprised that Drew isn't part of the main event feud.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, then there's Drew. Then there's Drew.
Oh, then there's Drew. Vindicator says, funny, I watched a YouTube clip of this Champions Triple Threat match that happened at a house show on Saturday. So they practiced for tonight, I guess. Head of the kiddie table won, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to win.
He's going to win.
Roman doesn't lose.
Not on... I mean, even if on another brand, he's not going to lose. Sophie's like, I watch a lot of mainstream shows. I do not. Not anymore. I have other options, so I don't watch it. Or other
I don't
things
even know
to
what there is on TV. I would have to have a list to see if anything's even worth watching. There was something that I kind of wanted to watch. I think it was called the Tar Pit. What is it?
La Brea.
La Brea.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's already started.
It's supposed to be starting, so you better look it up. Look it up right now. Shayna versus Nia happening tonight. Ooh.
That's about as climatic as the worst build-up in history.
It's about as climatic as Dumpling and Eva Marie. Sophie's like, I have Raw and SmackDown recorded on my DVR just in case I'm not home.
I do the same thing. After I get about 10 of each, I go back and delete it, and then I go from like 80% to 50% of storage space. I'm like, holy crap.
Sophie says, I already read that. Nobody said anything new. People says, like, I stream YouTube maybe 80% of my entertainment, and I keep up with streaming services for a Facebook group I started during Sprinkles season.
Nice.
Nice. That's cool.
There's nothing I would watch on TV. She watches this cop show all the time. I don't know what it's called, though.
It's on Netflix. So I can just watch the seasons whenever. It's Criminal Minds. I used to watch it, and then I was like, I should just watch all this. So it's just, I'm just watching them to watch them. It's not because I'm like, ooh, what happens next?
Randy Orton! Taking it right to AJ. AJ's getting his ass handed to him. Uh-oh.
Piccolo says, oh, it's called Popcorn Players Club. Popcorn.
The Players Club.
Oh, that's awesome. As Alita says, Miz is on Dancing with the Stars. He is. Sophie says the fall TV season starts tonight with old and new shows debuting and having a new season.
Rappaforte, The Players Club. Look it up. If you haven't heard it, Rappaforte, Players Club. Arguably the greatest rap song in the history.
So all of a sudden, he decided he needs to wear gold chains. What is he, like, trying to be Mr. T?
He's on his way there. Big European uppercut.
Randy better just pay attention to what he's doing in the
Look behind you, Randy.
Right?
Oh!
Ooh.
So is Amos, did he get kicked out? Looked like he got kicked out, but then he didn't leave.
I don't think he got kicked out.
Oh, phenomenal forearm off the top.
Amos. Sophie says Amos is the black version of Braun. Because he's a big monster among men. He's a very big man. Oh, he did get kicked out. Now he has to leave.
AJ looks tiny. He looks like a little boy. AJ Styles. Pretending to be AJ Styles. Was it on NBC? La Brea?
Probably, but I'll put it on all those. So it's not on tonight. Tonight's Monday, right?
Monday.
I mean, it'll be, what?
It's probably a Sunday night on Fox. Would be my guess. I don't think you can go backwards.
I'm on tomorrow,
Oh.
Tuesday.
La Brea.
And Wednesday.
That's what you say to people that are cool.
Is that? Ooh, mustaches and beards.
$9.28. What date's that?
The 24th is Friday.
It's on NBC.
So it's on NBC
So
next
go to
Tuesday.
9:28. You might not be able to go that far. It'll go to Tuesday, but probably midday.
It's Monday. Oh, let us go to Tuesday. It's prime time, so it'll automatically record it anyway.
I know, but not really, though. It deletes after 1 week.
Record the series?
Yeah. Then you gotta
Only
go and set
new.
it up.
Let's select. Was it fast enough? Timers?
Yeah. You could have done it from where you were at.
It messes things up when you do it there.
La Brea.
Yeah.
It's the keep that you want to go to. And you can put it in a folder, but I usually just put it in the series folder. That's it.
Okay.
Boom.
Sweet.
I will check it. I'll never watch it.
Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter.
Hey,
Nice to see you, bud. How was your day? Did you have a good weekend?
You play any tennis?
Said, I can stay until 9:25. On Wednesday, though, he'll be here for AEW 8 p.m., but he's still here for right now. Lita says, Miz is on math, all season. Read that. Good Raw tonight. Walter says, Randy Orton for the win on this one. And Sophie says, the problem with watching stuff on Hulu or on Peacock instead of the DVR is that you can't fast forward through commercials.
Oh,
Vindicator says, funny enough, Omaha with those long coats reminds me of a little bit of Candyman. Walter said he can stay until blah, blah, blah. Sophie says both AJ and Randy deserve better than being in the tag division.
Yeah.
And Walter's like, it's cold there.
It is not warm.
It's a little bit chilly.
It's not warm, for sure.
A little chilly. A little chilly today. It was only like 55 yesterday, and it rained all day. And today it did get up to 60, but there's no sun where we're sitting, and there's a little bit of a breeze, so it's a little bit chillier than you want it to
Drew
be.
Brees. Oh, AJ Styles. Head first right into the turnbuckle. He might be concussed.
And Sophie's like, nice house you got in the background. There's a house back there? Cool. Because it says there's a YouTube channel called TV Promos, and you can watch new trailers of fall programming.
That's pretty cool.
Indicator's like, I can stay until 9:50 Mountain Time tonight, 9:50 Mountain on Wednesday, and 9:55 Mountain on Friday, just for the record. Oh, so you can stay an hour past when we're here.
Just
Cool,
be here
man.
all night.
Pickle is like, how cold did it drop to, Walter Johnson? And Sophie says, out of all the new shows that are debuting this fall season, I'm interested in 80% of them.
Holy shit. Damn. I'm interested in none. Maybe one.
Right? Pickle says, time is infinite for me and I can come and flow like water. Well, there's like Pickle, I'm talking about Travis. And Alita says, yes, talking about Belly. Oh, Alita says, was talking about Belly. And Desmond's in the chat. Hello, Desmond. And Pickle says, oops, sorry. Vindicator's like, temps will be dropping everywhere pretty soon. Fall is coming in a few weeks. Bundle up.
It's here where I'm at.
Today, anyways. It's supposed to warm back up, though.
It is. It'll be 80 on Friday. Or Saturday.
It's having some extremes, guys. Like, the weird part of it is like it's 80 during the day, like the peak of the day, right? And then it gets down to like 40 degrees at night. It's a huge difference. We're kind of in what you would consider a desert area, but we're like a high elevation desert. So.
Oh shit! Big clothesline from Randy. Woo!
Well, let's see.
AJ's out there by himself.
Walter says Extreme Rules is Sunday. Sophie says there's a Wonder Years reboot debuting this Wednesday at 8:30 on ABC. Yeah, I won't watch it. Walter says, I like fall weather, cool, not hot. Alita says, Nelly, sorry, eyes were closed. Oh, that's okay. You were talking about Nelly.
I like Nelly.
Cool beans, Alita. Desmond's like, it's about to get cooler in Louisiana. It will be 55 on Thursday night. We have a cold front coming.
There it is.
That's really chilly for you guys. Bundle up. Pickle's like, yeah, fall is probably my favorite season.
A lot of people like fall. It is the opposite of my favorite season. Literally might be my least favorite. I think it's number 4 on my list. I definitely love spring and summer, and I love winter. But fall, it's just like, which is snow already.
Right.
And sometimes we do get the early snows, so. It was snowing in Stanley this weekend.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right. I would see that it would get cold enough with that rain in some areas if it was raining there.
It was snowing, but yeah. Randy almost got him right there. His Magnum TA mustache.
When did he get broken on his face? Who did that?
I didn't know he was.
He has blood on his eye.
Yeah,
on his left eye. Desmond says, I prefer winter and summer. Sophie says, I'm also interested in the Average Joe that is debuting tonight in that Librea. Desmond says, yeah, we're used to heat instead of colder temperatures. Yep. Vindicator says, yeah, spring is my favorite. Very balanced temps for the most part. Too much rain in some years, though. Sophie says, I don't have a fave season. Alita says, apples are ready to pick on fall and pecans. Yeah.
Yummy.
And then you get oranges in the winter and pears in the fall.
Grapes
we get
in
pears.
The summer.
We have pears and apples in our area for our fruits that come on during the fall season. Peaches, kind of too. Peaches are more like, in our area anyways, they're more like kind of late summer type stuff. Desmond says this was our hottest summer in record. One day it was 111 degrees.
Dang, we didn't get anywhere near that. We did have some heat, though.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like every day was 90 plus.
Sophie says, how's your dog doing?
He's in the vet still. Yeah. Today's his 2 weeks. Well, after today. So tomorrow at 2:45.
Pico says, good callback, maybe not as thick as Rick Steiner goatee. Pico says, excuse me, Rick Rude. Vindicator says, so what's harder to crack open, a walnut, pecan, or acorns?
Acorn. Definitely an acorn. What is he doing? AJ Styles, the phenomenal. Here he goes. Ha ha ha. They're both going for their finishers. Oh, there's that DDT. Patented DDT by Randy Orton. Here it comes. Is he going to hit him with it? Clean.
He might.
Yep. There it is. Clean right in the center of the ring. RKO. 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
It's official. AJ Styles has been moved down to the mid
Alita says strawberries and blueberries. Desmond says, are y'all ready for the draft? And Alita says almond. That's the hardest one to crack.
I don't know if I've ever seen an almond shell.
They're pitted and they look like an almond, only they're just bigger than the almond.
Oh, wait, yeah.
And they're kind of smooth.
Yeah.
And they have,
the
like
holes
pits in them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says WWE wrestlers or superstars get mad when someone criticizes them. And Luna says, from out of nowhere. And here's like, hello, Travis didn't even notice Talitha staring off into the wild blue yonder.
I did. I kept wondering what she was staring at, the red truck down there.
I'm staring at a red truck where a girl is hugging all over this guy. But she's a young girl. And I don't know if that's her dad.
Maybe. Or
something else. Because of the way she's acting with him. It's kind of creepy, actually.
I'll be nice. 1, 2, and 3 on the replay.
I mean, there's, I get it. But it is a little creepy. Ew. Go.
You are just staring off like, oh. Got ADD.
Lolita says something else. Piccolo says, I just looked at the crowd. Is that one of the nasty boys in the crowd, the blonde one?
It's Hulk Hogan's best friend. Was his name Knobs or something like that?
Lolita says, we are girls. Chris says, Styles losing, sad. Pretty soon he'll be jobbing to Cross even.
Oh. I'm sure Cross will run through him at some point on his way to the top. As Cross gets closer and closer to winning the Royal Rumble. Huh? Early prediction?
Maybe. I just wonder if her mom was home.
Because her boyfriend came over. She's like 12.
Doesn't mean anything anymore, honey. Those guys groom those girls so early in life anymore, it doesn't even matter. Sophie says, can you believe next week is October already? Oh, thanks for reminding us. Just kidding. Desmond says, I think AJ will go back to SmackDown. And Desmond says, where's Amos? Amos got kicked out because he attacked Riddle. Jerk. Sophie's like, every time you guys are in that room, Dee always seems distracted by something.
Goes, in this room here?
No.
Or the room in the house?
In the house. Vindicator says, sounds like some neighborhood drama going on there. Maybe Talitha should write a memoir about all the extraordinary stuff that goes on after sunset. If I was going to do that, I should have started with the neighbors down the street already. Desmond says Cross deserves to be in SmackDown. Desmond also says, who do you guys see winning the Women's Royal Rumble? Is there a Women's Royal Rumble happening soon or something?
January.
Oh. Chris says, I want Cross to
Tessa Blanchard.
There you go. That's a bold prediction, Travis. Chris says, I want Cross to be on top. He just need to get big wins and not look weak.
It could be definitely Raquel Gonzalez, somebody like that, I think.
And Sophie wants Keith Lee to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Well, okay, so Desmond asked, who do you see winning the Women's Royal Rumble, right? And then Sophie says, maybe Keith Lee wins the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
But we weren't talking about the Men's Royal Rumble. He was asking a question about the women's. And so it was just funny. I'm sorry. Should have made jokes like that, but it was funny. Desmond's like, good prediction. Alexa could win it. Chris says, I want Liv to win the Women's Rumble. Yeah, she's still around. I have a feeling they might get rid of some people. What's going to happen with this draft, right?
I don't know.
Like, are they really going to, like, is this draft going to be like some people don't get picked like they did last year? You know how they just had some people just hanging out
They
there?
always do that.
Like those boogers that just hang outside your nose, but you don't notice them.
Like Drew Gulak will be a booger hanging outside somebody's nose.
Yeah, like that. Sophie says, I mean, the room you are currently in, Dee always seems distracted by something.
Well, there's neighbors. There's kids out in the street.
Right here outside. Lots of stuff happening outside. It's outdoors. Be involved in my neighborhood. Gotta tell kids to get off my lawn.
We're on a deck that is 30 feet by 16 feet. It's very distracting.
Doesn't like it wouldn't be possible. Whatever. If they can have a guy be a female in the MMA and win in the UFC, then it's possible that a man can win the Women's Royal Rumble.
It's just Ultimate Fighting.
Oh, okay. Ultimate
There's
Fighting.
No way.
MMA stuff, whatever you want to call it. Not necessarily with that group, but I mean, a person doing that. So there you go. Piccolo says, is Bianca just getting screwed because Keith Lee gets over? Shaking my head. I don't have any idea. Don't know.
Bianca only gets screwed when Ford says so.
Piccola says, well, I just heard everything now. Haven't you, Piccola? Sophie says, I want Naomi to win the Women's Royal Rumble. And Chris says maybe Shotzi will turn heel and win the Royal, or they'll make Tegan Nox win. Or if Dakota Kai gets called up, she'll win the Rumble.
Dakota.
Desmond says,
that would be
interesting. Who do you guys see winning the Universal Championship next?
Bobby? Maybe. It depends on how this draft ends up.
And poor Alita can't get comfortable. I'm sorry. Vindicator says, I would never guessed Dalitha's buddy Naya was from California. Seemed like a Michigan or Pennsylvania type of gal, but it's a shame they were smart enough to save Jax versus Baszler for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with these girls.
So
I mean, we are getting women matches on this pay-per-view that are not title matches, which is very strange. You just don't see it very often. But Liv Morgan's going to be wrestling Carmella on the pay-per-view.
Ah. Wow. Sophie says the draft takes place the week after Extreme Rules.
Yes.
The 1st and the 4th of October. Desmond says mixed martial arts. Yep, MMA. Sophie says for a few drafts there has been people that get drafted online.
Yeah, we'll have to pay attention to it, a few days after. Because they'll advertise it throughout the week as people get drafted.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should just do a real draft in a room with a draft thing with no matches and just make it fun. They could do so much with it. Highlight reels. Just like the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm. True. That's very true. They could do a lot of stuff like that.
I think it's horseshit that they get freaking Raw gets 2 picks to SmackDown's 1. But I feel like they should go back and forth until, like, say, pick 20. Mm-hmm. And then at 20, Raw can go 2 Raw or something.
Right.
Or 15 even. But 2-1 is ridiculous.
That's true. It is kind of weird.
I mean, obviously, they already got it set up where guys are going. It's a TV show, but still. Right. Like, to make it realistic, you can't do 2-1.
So it says, do you think with Roman being on Raw, that gives you a hint that they might be thinking of putting Roman on Raw?
I thought so, man. I was thinking about that over the weekend. I was like, shit, they could put Roman on freaking Mondays and put the Universal Championship back on Raw and turn the belt red.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a belt he was trying to get for so long and he couldn't. So, yeah, I mean, obviously they could do that, and it would make Raw a lot better.
Right.
But it would change the whole dynamic of the show. Because it's just a different show. SmackDown is like, how can we fit Roman on here 2 or 3 times, and then maybe throw in a couple women's matches or something? Where if it was on Raw, there's a whole other hour. They can't just keep throwing Roman on there.
Mm.
So it would definitely change the third hour.
Right. So all of you out there, I hope you realize that it was National Pepperoni Pizza Day today, so you should have ordered a pepperoni pizza for dinner.
Good thing you told them an hour into the show, so they can't order now.
I was going to earlier in the night, didn't I would order it, but
You guys, the 19th was Talk Like a Pirate Day.
It was yesterday. I feel bad. We should have at least did a short video on Instagram. Been like, "Arr, give me tease."
You scallywags.
Swab the deck.
I'm the winner. It's about me.
Right? Sophie says, or Desmond says, I don't even know the Extreme Rules card because I've been so busy with the aftermath with this hurricane. We finally got power last Friday. That's why I haven't been in the chat. I didn't have Wi-Fi. Well, I'm glad that you're back
I'm
up
glad
and
that you
running.
got some power. You need to go down to the local Harbor Freight and get yourself a generator.
Right? Lita says, Bad Bunny plays a turtle on a commercial. Yes.
He does?
He does. It's a commercial with Snoop Dogg, and they're talking about saving the planet. Vindicator says AEW talent will be drafted to Raw and SmackDown. Maybe Darby or Powerhouse Hobbs, or break up the Young Bucks. Maybe even bring back Danielson. LOL. You're hilarious.
They bring in Kenny Omega.
Sophie says they did the draft Travis was talking about when they first did the brand split in 2002. Piccolo says I had to read Alita's comment 3 times to make sense. Oh, I get it. And Desmond says I ordered a pizza date, but was it a pepperoni pizza? That's the point. It has to be a pepperoni pizza. Piccolo says ate fish and chips. Sorry, not sorry. Vindicator says I'll celebrate pizza day 48 hours from now. Desmond says I already have a generator.
Oh, shit! She's gonna go to sleep. Naya's going out.
Just roll over on top of her. My goodness.
She's out. Naya's out. Shayna wins. Naya came back awake very quickly, though. You're supposed to stay out until you wake up. Not when they let go.
What the fuck? It disappointed me immensely. Like, on another level of disappointment.
I didn't even know she was any good. All of a sudden, now they're making Shayna good. Are they finally going to put Shayna?
Gosh. Desmond's like, yeah, I ordered a pepperoni pizza. There you go.
Good deal.
So it was like, that will stink if Roman does get drafted to Raw, because they just got Big E to Raw from SmackDown, and for some reason they don't want both world champions on the same brand.
No, they would put Big E on SmackDown.
Desmond says Shayna wins. Randy Paula is in the chat again saying my channel could be getting banned because of some twit. I'm sorry.
That happens. Lots of twits. In the Twittosphere.
Twats and twits everywhere. Desmond says, well, that was a bad ending.
Oh, Naya's going to get her arm broken.
This is too far. Sophie says they did hint that Brock might get drafted to Raw, so if that happens, there's a chance that Roman might get drafted to Raw.
I would assume Roman will go to SmackDown and Brock would go to Raw. Would be my guess, but it looks like they're going to wrestle at Crown Jewel.
Nicola says, having to deal with hurricanes for over 25 years, I have to say the power companies work their butt off to get an entire city back on.
She's crying.
Maybe within 5 to 10 at times.
Don't do it. I'm
right?
sorry. Oh!
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they would have to get really quick at that stuff and make it so their grids were a little bit easier to like bring back up online for you guys, especially if they have to deal with enough hurricanes over
Put
time.
it underground. I don't understand it. Every year they just rebuild it.
Maybe it's too wet because of sea level.
Tunnels. Concrete. There's something they can do.
True.
There's innovation.
5 to 10 days at times. Randy Paula says he asked me to stay repent. sinners in his GF YouTube, then reported me and my brother after asking us to do it. Okay. Desmond says, yeah, they worked their tails off and it rains so much, right? Walter says, okay, bye, Travis and Dalitha. Nia Jax is hurt. Yeah, she got beat up by Shayna.
Couldn't happen
All
to
right,
a nicer
Walter,
person.
thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on Wednesday. And Sophie says, about time they broke this team up. They have been hinting at it on and off for months. And Desmond says, it was 12 days.
12 days. Damn, that's a long time.
It seems like an extreme amount of time to not have power. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, it's just like...
And like, what do you do with your food? Generators.
Or get food that you don't have to... It's canned and you don't have to keep it cold. You eat everything. You know, get peanut butter and, you know...
And jam.
Honey, where you don't have to...
Right.
Refrigerate either one of them. Pickle's like, take care, Walter. And Desmond says, we had a generator. So they had a generator.
Cook and eat your neighbors.
Yeah, so you could cook and eat your neighbors. Don't really recommend that. They're kind of gross. Anyways, but Desmond has a generator. I don't think you heard he said the first time. He did say it earlier, and I read the comment. Desmond says we unplugged the fridge to plug the microwave. Pickle says we either had cooked it with neighbors, then throw out the rest. Yeah.
It's tough. But I guess it's only once a year.
Oh, good. We have Arby's back in the chat. Hey, Arby's.
Arby's.
Totally thought, come on by and try our prime rib cheesesteak. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. I've seen your commercials for it, but I don't know if I really want to eat that.
Come on. Da, 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 da. Arby's got the meat.
It's got the meats. I got the meat sweats. Indicator says Nia versus Shayna is in a steel cage at a pay-per-view. Feels so predictable. It has to happen, and I'm down for it.
Fuck it.
Sophie's like, over the years, the draft did have surprises. Like that one year, they drafted Cena twice in one night. And Picole's like, Whataburger all day. I don't have a Whataburger here, so I can't have a Whataburger all day.
Never even heard of Whataburger.
Desmond says it was bad. All of my food I had went bad in my freezer after 4 days. Yeah. Grill it.
A big cookout.
Grill it all up. Vicar says
and that's if you can go outside, I guess.
Right. Vicar says Nia squealing made me think of that call word Sui when summoning swine. Sui! So he's like, for a draft episode, I'm kind of shocked that Fox won't make SmackDown 3 hours for that one night.
What? No.
There's no reason to. That'd be just weird. The thing of it is even on Raw, like, the draft, they literally put matches in between their drafting. So, it really doesn't even make any sense. Desmond's like, I love Whataburger.
Hey, look.
Nothing but hamburger patties and chicken and french fries.
Look. It's on.
Yeah, little bread. Advertisement for it.
Date and everything.
Dates and everything. Sophie's like, Arby's have good fries. Are you talking about their curly fries, or are you talking about their now crinkle fries?
Junior Ninja.
Oh, how cute. It's American Ninja Warrior Jr.
With Eva Marie on there. I don't know if she's a permanent fixture. But that's pretty cool. Or maybe that's just an ad.
Maybe. Pickle says, I don't care for Arby's shakes. It doesn't bring any boys to the yard.
It doesn't.
It doesn't bring your boys to the yard, Piccola. I'm not a big fan of their shakes. I do not get ice cream from Arby's. If I'm going to get ice cream of any kind, I'm going to shakes of any kind. I'm going to go either to Arctic Circle or
Sonic.
a Sonic or Freddy's because their custard concretes are pretty good. Desmond's like, imagine 4 hours of raw. Yeah,
That's not.
Desmond's like, no, the food in my freezer are fries and hamburger patties and chicken. Well, that's what I figured you were talking about. That's what you had in your freezer. Do you have a grill? Could you have grilled it all up? Somehow food could have been made, I have a feeling. Just start a fire in your yard, roast it over it, stick it, like sticks and stuff.
I'm like, who is this?
Sully and Mansoor.
They've got their own entrance now.
They do. They're together forever. Chris says Eva Marie on American Ninja Warrior. No, she's on American Ninja Warrior Jr. And she was just doing like a guest commentating appearance, it looked like. Vindicator says Eva Menopause can't even wrestle. Why is she on Ninja Warriors? Clearly she is just McBossman marketing tool. Hey guys, they gotta make money other places too, you know. They have lives and things they like. Desmond's like, yeah, I have a grill. You could have grilled your food. Grill up those hamburgers and eat them all like a mukbang and then make a video of it.
Or just salt it and bury it.
Chris says Nia Jax overselling. Sophie says if they did make SmackDown 3 hours for
Look
a
at
draft,
this,
they
the
could
cousins.
make that third hour for Peacock.
Look at this, the cousins are together. Angel Garza and Alberto Carrillo.
Cousins?
Yeah, they're first cousins.
Are they really?
Uh-huh.
I thought you were just making that up for some reason. Like you just decided to make it up.
Just made it up. Because they look the same.
Like,
I'm Vince all of a sudden. Hey, you guys look the same. Cousins! They're cousins! See? Our team is stronger than our family. Couple handsome guys. A bunch of handsome guys.
I don't know about Angel Garza, but Alberto Carrillo is pretty handsome. If I'm going to have a wrestling crush, he's the one I have a wrestling crush on.
They actually share a bloodline.
Sophie says I'm talking about both kinds of Arby's fries. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of crinkle
They don't have
fries.
potato cakes anymore, so Arby's is dead to me.
I'm not a big fan of crinkle
D-E-D
fries.
dead.
And I can't believe they got rid of their potato cakes. What a bunch of jerks.
Look at this. Boom. All he thought he was going to
how will I make a video with no Wi-Fi and no power? You don't have to have Wi-Fi to make a video. Did you charge your phone? Does your phone record videos?
I made videos in the 80s before the internet even existed.
Right? Fuck. Oh, wait. You didn't have to plug it in because it had a battery that was charged. Oh, gee whiz. How does that work? Seriously, guys.
Science.
Come on, Desmond. Come on. You got to come up with a better excuse than that, buddy. Because, like, I'm sure she can make complete sentences, but Eva should talk about makeup or something else.
I think she does. Isn't that what her brand is?
Because I think she should talk about you on a constant basis. Chris says, oh, why is Ali walking like Adam Cole to the ring? Maybe he has a corn pop up his butt? I don't know. How does Adam Cole walk? I don't pay attention to him. Again, so pay attention.
I try not to watch. Because he's so funny shaped. He's got that weird big head and then this little feminine physique.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And so he just is, it's a hard one for me to watch. Oh, big old spinning DDT.
Dang. Sophie's like, wow, a new team. Chris says, my boy Angel Garza. And Piccolo says, a fitness channel for Eva Marie. There you go. Piccolo's like a wrestling hall pass. Right? Hall pass. Sophie says, great. 2 guys that we don't see on regular TV.
Yeah.
Vindicator
This is fresh. I like this. Although Mansoor's never going to lose, so.
Vindicator says McBossman said so they are related and look similar. Let's jam them together like Ali and Mansoor. So much for Humberto's superstar singles career, which probably won't happen until 2029, assuming he is not released. And Desmond's like Mansoor. And Chris says Adam Cole would like walk like with his arms open. That's what Ali was doing.
I watched him. I watched him come out. Ouch. Shit, he just got wrapped around the freaking pole.
Jesus.
Angel
Dustin's like,
Garza's too
imagine
mean.
4 hours of SmackDown. No, thank you.
Damn.
Alita says, I hope you have a lot of ice, right? And if you
dig a
don't,
hole,
then you don't.
and then fill that hole with ice.
Right? It's fuzzy
But
thing
you got to be way deep, like
has
6
finally
feet
come
deep.
off thanks to a boy who probably played with it, made it come off. Need to glue
Look
it
at that! I was wrong.
Humberto won?
Berta and Angel.
Humberto
Going to work.
Ooh,
They picked.
go
They obviously
Humberto.
pinned the other guy. They didn't pin Mansoor.
They pinned Ali.
Look at this.
Sophie says Angel and Humberto are kind of like Primo and
Look at this.
Epico when they were still with the
watching?
company. Holy crap.
That would hurt so bad.
Alita says, or a generator, and Desmond says, imagine NXT going back to 1 hour, and Desmond's like, I did. Alita's like, or have a big barbecue. Exactly. That's what I would do. Just have a big fucking barbecue. Chris is like, would be funny if Angel Garza was on Alexa's playground, lol. Would he give her a rose? And Lily?
Wouldn't that be funny if he's trying to pick up on Lily?
Right?
I brought the pretty girl a rose.
Right? Sophie says, a lot of WWE superstars pay tribute to Adam Cole in their own way after he went to AEW. Dustin says, lots of ice. They were giving out ice and water for 2 weeks. I lost my shed and fence. Ah, dang it.
Wow.
Nicola says, well, at least they're chasing baby Reggie and the 24/7 belt. Are you saying they are or they're not? Vindicator says, what's the update on the kissing couple, Dalitha? I guess they rode off happily into the sunset. They weren't kissing. It was just weird hugging. Like, I mean, I've seen, like, father-daughter relationships, and close ones, but that really wasn't quite like that kind of a relationship. It was a little different. There was no kissing, though.
Karrion Kross.
People's like, belt, and Vindicator says, I love happy
Oh, look
endings.
at Nikki
And Chris
ASH.
says, cross time. Cross is not there. It's Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley.
Well, it was Kross. He just didn't come out.
Connor's Cure. Should have made soup. What?
I should have made soup. How about no?
I didn't have any dinner. I just had lunch today. Got here and made you food. Doesn't say he's almost a superhero. Yep, ASH.
Connor pinned Triple H at the center of the ring.
And then died shortly after. Is she crying?
She's telling her what to say.
She crying?
Well, she's crying because she doesn't know what to say.
There's no crying. She's like, I can't do this.
She doesn't know what to say. And that's why Ash is trying to help her. See, there, she just took over.
Sweet. She's really excited about that too. So it's like fans of NXT want it to be like it was before they went to the USA Network by being a 1-hour show on the network. Medicare says Naxos is agitating the neighborhood dogs even though he is not out there.
It happens.
Piccola says without any context, these two could be a buddy cop film, right? Alita's like, I love a crinkle fry. Yeah, do you, Alita? I'm not a huge fan of crinkle fries. It's kind of like steak fries. A lot of people around here like steak fries, and I'm not a big fan of those either. What did she say?
Victory.
Oh my god.
Victory.
I don't. Thought she said something.
Just put up a V and just say victory. Or vendetta.
Vagina.
Oh,
Vagina! Oh, wait. I mean, victory. Piccolo says, yeah, that's what I had with fish tonight. Alita was a crinkle fry. Chris says, Rhea being actually emo. Vindicator says, if you can pull off wearing spikes on your vest, then you can definitely have licenses to release some emotion through waterworks. No.
like the Road Warriors. Talking animal.
Piccolo, Vacare! Right? Vactory! It was like funny. So it's like she is crying because of Connor's cure.
She's crying because she forgot her words. I mean,
there's no crying. Are you crying? There's no crying in wrestling.
Nikki was trying to tell her what to say. She's like, dude, yeah, that we fundraised. She's like, and we fundraised.
And then we fundraised. I can't do this.
She's like, I have no idea what it is.
Is it on Texas toast?
Texas two-step.
I made French toast this weekend. We had breakfast for dinner on Saturday. And I made myself some French toast with Texas toast. It was actually pretty good.
Good.
And I made homemade strawberry syrup.
Syrup.
Syrup. Chris is like, no crying and wrestling. That's right, no crying and wrestling.
Try not to cry. Hold those feelings in. Bottle them and push them real deep down inside.
Deep, deep, deeper. Deeper than deep. Deep. More deep than that. Humans. Pickle is laughing. Vindicator says, when was the last time you legitimately cried, Dalitha? I only cry at funerals or if I get burned by a match. Ew, you cry at funerals, Vindicator? You're a loser. Seriously. Luke's like, did I miss anything interesting? I can't sleep.
We got a triple threat match coming up. Bobby Lashley, Big E, and Roman Reigns for the main event.
Let's see. Shayna Baszler beat Nia Jax.
She did. She broke her arm, we think.
What else happened?
And she beat her in the ring. She beat her in the match. There was a match, and she won.
I think Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley are having a match right now, and they came down, and Rhea Ripley cried a lot. Randy Orton beat AJ Styles.
RKO out of nowhere, right in the center of the ring.
What else happened during that time? Oh, yeah. Eva Marie was beat by Dumpling, or Dewdrop. Or
the Dumpling.
Whatever she's supposed to be. Fluffy person. Very fluffy. Sophie says D will be canceled by saying vagina. He'll be canceled by writing it. That's way more offensive. Chris is like, stop saying deep D. LOL, it sounds disturbing.
Doesn't it?
Deep. Deep down. Deep, deep. And then put it with vagina. And then it makes it's just worse.
John Holmes.
Vindicator's like, no, Luke, same old predictable
The movie Dirk Diggler or whatever, that was based off that. Was that Boogie Nights?
Boogie Nights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's
maybe.
a John Holmes. That's who he's playing.
Oh.
Dirk Diggler. Not Dolph Ziggler, but Dirk Diggler.
Vindicator's like, no, Luke, it's the same old predictable raw meat of a show. So it was like, Dia is like a robot with no heart by laughing at people who cry, and people is laughing at people who cry too. See? It all works out in the end, doesn't it?
If you want to be laughed at, cry. Now you know the rules.
Hello. Vindicator, it was a couple weeks ago. I legitimately cried. I was very upset about my dog. Very upset. For like a whole day. So yes, I cried.
Let it rain.
trying to think when I legitimately cried before that.
Then she laughed at herself in the mirror.
I did, and then I laughed. I pointed at myself.
All right,
and
I think this is a world title match, guys.
Well, they said tag team title match, so sounds about right.
Natalya looking like she's from 1987. She's coming right out of a rock band.
So it was like the Bloodline beat the New Day in the opening. I think Lick was here for that, Sophie, so I don't count that one. Beagle's like, pets do make me sad, right? Vindicator's like, we losers have to show vulnerability every now and then. 21st century girls love that kind of stuff. Ew, Barfo, really? Ugh.
They want a guy that just cries all the time.
Oh,
they also want a guy that'll wear a dress. It's AJ Styles. What was his name?
Harry Styles?
Yeah, Styles. Hello. Hi.
Yes. But we're just watching some, recaps last Monday's Raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Love Pet illness is definitely a bummer of a situation.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Women's Tag Team Championship.
Okay, how's he doing with the P? Okay. So what are we?
Up against Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Chris says, yes, Tia is a more time. People says, this is ASMR now. Yes, Travis is on.
Right.
So I don't want to talk.
Okay, well, I've got a wheelchair, so. Yeah, well, it's Megara's, but we got it on the larger side, so it should fit. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, absolutely. Let me know, and then we can get him. Okay. Bye-bye. She wants him to come home.
Does she?
She just asked how strong I was. Like if I could move him.
Right.
Oh, I'm in the wrong ear. That feels weird.
All right. Anyways, we have Nikki ASH and Tamina in the ring right now.
World Tag Team Championship match, it looks like. It says in the corner up there. We got Tamina, and nobody's meaner than Tamina. She going up top. Here it is.
Chris was like, Natty looks good tonight.
Wasn't she?
Oh.
Like
she missed and something else happened there.
Pile full of
gold Nikki, her friend isn't there to help her.
Rhea Ripley taking a break.
I guess. She must have got beat up over there. Didn't even know she got beat up.
You're not watching the match? Right down on that ass. Or that ash.
I did not see what happened.
Natalya. Big drop kick.
Sophie says ASMR Gab will be a perfect spin-off stream for this channel. So it depends on what you listen. Pretty sure that they do a lot more things than just whispering.
Riptide on the outside. Right on the side of the ring apron.
Ooh.
There it is. New titles. Yep. New champions, guys. Got new tag team champions.
What?
They did it.
So weird.
It is about time.
Maybe that's why Rhea was being all emotional. She's like, oh my gosh, we're totally gonna win. And I can't tell anybody.
They're like, we wanted to be champions. And they put the belt on both of us. But it's Charlotte's time, so put us together, we'll be tag team champions.
Right. Sophie's like, I cry sometimes. And Vindicator says, Travis, I knew you were a gentleman, but if someone challenged for $500 to body slam Nia Jax, would you be strong enough to do it?
Yes.
Sophie says, wow, it's a quick match. And Chris says, new champs? Yep, new champs. Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH are now your new women's tag team champions. Now they have the Goofies for the men's Raw titles and the Goofball and the Weirdo for...
Same. Oh, look at this.
Oh, look.
Charlie.
Doll. Charlie.
Oh, shit. Charlie attacked Lily, or
Alexa.
Bliss right there.
Piccolo says, well, how about that? Right? Amazing, huh? Chris says, Rhea first tag title on Raw and Nikki 3-time tag champ. Mm-hmm.
Right in the trash. Now will Charlie be?
She's going to be somewhere else.
On the playground.
She's probably going to be,
Oh, are they doing it out here?
Maybe.
Charlotte is so physical. It's going to be interesting to see this fight. At the pay-per-view this Sunday. We're going to have a few women's matches. There's at least 3. This is almost like that full women's pay-per-view that they had a few years back. Because we have Bianca also against Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Will we have Shayna and Nia, or is that going to be put off because of the arm injury?
I don't know. Maybe it might be put off for a bit.
Liv and Carmella, that was advertised. Will the tag team championships be on the line? Could we get 4 female matches?
Maybe. So he says, why do I get the feeling that they are going to have Bobby win the Rumble? I don't know if you have that feeling. It's months and months away.
That's a long time away.
That's so
Bobby
long.
might be in AEW by then. Let's get out to
Yeah, jeez.
Wouldn't it be cool to see a real trade, though? Like a contract for a contract, like a flat real trade.
Yeah. Piccolo says people pay good money and Charlotte just throws it all away. Psh.
She's like that.
All that creativity down the drain. And he hears feels like a Spawn appearance is on the horizon. So, yep, break time. See you in 30. Chris says Damian Priest would probably win the Rumble. Why? He's a champion, I think.
Yeah, he could definitely do it again.
Who knows what's happening there. Piccolo says Bobbles back to Impact confirmed.
They took Ric Flair out of these commercials. Oh, he's there! It's Ric Flair. They said they were cutting those commercials. There's Ric Flair. Car Shield. Woo!
They're like, oh shit. We forgot to cut that one. What are we doing?
They're like, well, we'll put it on during wrestling.
Just silly.
The cancel culture couldn't get to him soon enough. It's still there.
Right. Sophie says, too bad the mixed match challenge isn't a thing anymore. It was interesting when they did it.
I miss it. I loved watching that on Facebook. Only time I got on Facebook.
The mixed match challenge?
Mm-hmm. Miz and Asuka.
Oh.
Awesome.
Chris says, bring up the way.
Asuka.
Chris says, bring up the way from NXT and have Papa John win the Rumble, or have Theory turn on Johnny and win the Rumble. Piccolo says, dirty old man. He defies all the rules.
They need to get little Rick Steiner up on the main roster ASAP and change his damn name.
So he's like, they got plenty of time till the Rumble, which is still rumored to take place in February.
Yeah, it definitely could, especially with that day 1 being on January 1st. And so we'll have to see when they're going to put it on. They haven't had any release dates for any of their stuff for a while. They used to do everything in advance, like 3 or 4 months in advance. Shit,
Yeah.
sometimes they had them out a year in advance.
Right. So, from what I've noticed, they've waited kind of the month of, like maybe like this time it was about a week before you're going to see the next pay-per-view, or at the next pay-per-view that they start telling you when the next one's going to be.
Right.
That's
and that's
what I've
probably
noticed.
when we're going to start hearing about Crown Jewel, is this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mitzi's in the chat saying that Frogger show looks very, very interesting. And Piccola says, holy crap, Stabler looks like Goldberg with his big old long ass beard he had. Chris says, oh, no, Shotzi tweeted out, congrats to new tag champs. Now that means Shotzi and Tegan Knox come for the tag titles. Yes.
Good deal. That'll be
Lita
fantastic.
says, LOL, what I miss. You missed the tag titles for the women's
Yes,
tag titles.
got new
Move
champions.
over from Natalya and Tamina over to Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. So you have new tag champions. And now we're watching Bliss's Playground.
Where's she gonna sit?
I have no idea. Nowhere on the horsey thing.
The horsey thing rocks on its own. Here comes Charlotte. Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte. All right, here comes Charlotte.
Piccola says, my ex made me watch just about every Law & Order SVU and Grey's Anatomy episode. Happy I don't have to see that stuff anymore. Right?
Now she's dressed as Diesel in her leather.
Sophie says, I saw that Frogger show on Peacock. I didn't like it.
Frogger? Are we talking about the video game Frogger?
Yeah, but it's like a show now or something. Chris says, Alexa playing with herself in the playground again. Ew. Alita says, bedtime pup has allergies. Aww.
Dang it.
I'm sorry, your puppy has allergies. Dang it. That's a bummer.
Charlotte sure doesn't know how to pick clothes that flatter her body, does she? When she wrestles, she does okay, like her outfits.
Right?
But when she wears street clothes, it's like,
like, what is this and why are you wearing it? Like, seriously, why? But why?
looking like Big Daddy Cool in her leather pants.
Lita's like, I have Char. Char is on the TV right now.
She is. I don't know where she's gonna sit.
Bliss's playground, like, the thing is like this really weird plushy carpet, but it's supposed to be sand or something. It's like kind of cool.
Yeah, like sand and grass.
Yeah, guess.
She's pointing at something. You want her to straddle a horse?
He says they're still probably figuring out the 2022 pay-per-view schedule now, and Chris says Charlotte's hair trying to look like Britt Baker.
Definitely trying to look like something. Maybe an Ariana Grande. Tricks up the sleeve. Come on, Charlotte. Where's Charlie? Did she bring her? Come on, Charlie. We got Charlie. There is a Charlie sighting.
Yeah, because like, is that Velvet LOL coming to America? I have no idea. Are you
when
talking
her hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. No.
Ooh.
She wants the best.
She wants it.
What is it? What is it? Shots at Bliss's head. Please wipe it off. Lily and Charlie.
Facts. Eagle says totally Alexa would be a fun Vegas weekend. Charlotte, not so much. Chris says, I actually like this. Char and Bliss is like Batman versus Joker. Bliss is just trying to have fun. I know what Char is looking like. Raquel Gonzalez outfit.
Yes. Yeah, Charlotte's just getting buried here. Even though she's champion.
She's the real deal.
Charlotte bringing the fire tonight.
Ouch.
Microphone's literally on fire right now.
Beat the sense back into you.
The crowd wants it tonight. The crowd definitely wants it tonight. The whole crowd when she put her arms up. Woo! It's true.
She's like, it's a fact, and
The queen.
the queen. Looks like, am I the only one who is getting tired of Charlotte? It's like WWE can't help shoving her down our throats all times.
I think she's doing fantastic tonight. I like how she did on the mic.
Mm-hmm. Pickles says, I don't care if she's adult Angelica Pickles. Alexa is still cooler than you. Olivia's like, burn. Olivia's like, hi, Pete.
She's not champion all the time.
Sophie
Did
says,
you hear the
Alexa.
crowd? Woo! Yeah, she had to throw that out there.
Sophie's like,
Let's not talk about originality.
What all the WWE fans are thinking.
Since she's being Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. This is fantastic. It does make you wonder if they just, it's a shoot. Like, just say what you have to. Who are you? That gave Charlotte a big laugh. Extreme Rules, call me champ. Oh, push her in the face.
Lolita's like, yep. Chris is like, oh, Shar saying, let's not talk about originality.
Oh, that was classic.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I gotta get my shoes off.
Uh-oh, shoes came off. Big boot. Uh-oh. Bliss is on her back. She had a blister on her back.
She doesn't have a blister on her back.
Uh-oh. Charlie, way up high.
Play Boy Bunny Starlight Glimmer. Pills are off. Oh, she's gonna rip her
head
apart.
off?
Oh my gosh, she's tearing the doll apart. Oh.
She ripped her head clean off.
Or Charlie lost
Decapitation.
her head.
It's no
time to lose your
never,
head.
Never want to lose
Starlight
your head.
Glimmer is like, hills
Like
are
that.
off. Looks like, well, this being a full shoot promo would make sense because it's been rumored there is bad blood real life between Char and Alexa for years.
Uh-oh, is she going to decapitate Bliss? Oh, no!
Lily.
Oh, Charlotte missed there. There's a boot. That's that DDT. That's what's going to take her title. Although Charlotte just rolled out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it time to put the title on the blister? Yeah. She's like, I want my shoes. Oh, and my belt.
I don't know if she grabbed her shoes.
She just grabbed her
grabbed her
yeah.
belt.
I thought it was for her shoes. I forgot she was champion. She has her shoes, doesn't she? Or no, that's a doll. She gutted the doll live on TV.
That's awesome. Murder just happened.
We just witnessed a freaking homicide.
It was horrible.
Hey, what show is that?
We're
that
the
watch?
Puppet Police.
Yeah. What was that show?
That's Melissa McCarthy. Operation something 24/7 net plus Reggie equals new champ. Look at how evil Reggie looks.
It's 2 or 3 times bigger than that.
What's the word, doll? Now? People is laughing.
Boring with one of your stories.
Boring. What are your stories? Jeez.
Oh my lord. Now? It's like a game of tag. It's like all it is. They turn wrestling into tag. Reginald's it. Or not it.
Nicole's like, nope, it's measured to scale, right? How tiny he is?
They need a better plan.
He got away.
I can't get
Oh my god, just almost.
Drake might just go do it legitly.
Dodge goes in the chat. He waved at the camera. Right?
I wonder if Drake's gonna get cut again. Now that he's on the main roster, Vince is like, oh, he's back up.
Oh, it's you!
I'm so glad that you're back.
I get rid of him. Oh, yeah. He's the dictator.
Look, it's Jeff Hardy. Is it going to be Karrion Kross one more time?
I don't know. Haven't they done enough of that?
No.
Didn't he go against somebody else last time?
Yeah. But we forgot. Oh, wait. Yeah. This gets who added to the U.S. title fight. So, obviously,
Jeff
Sheamus.
versus Sheamus.
I mean, obviously, Jeff Hardy last week lost fair and square to Damian Priest. That's what it was. And so they can't add him if he just lost.
Right. Alita says, I need to go find Reggie. Yeah, you need to go find him. Take that title.
See if you can get the title.
Get that 24/7 title off of him. Chris is like, Jeff Hardy time. Yeah, it's totally Jeff Hardy time.
I'd love a video rental store to open up again.
Right.
Rent
we
out-
have one in our
Rent
town,
out DVD players. Because nobody owns those anymore.
but-
When's it happening? When are we going to get that main event? Is it getting close?
Maybe. What we all have going on. Pickle is like Reggie is like a leprechaun and he happens to have a pot of gold.
Like Darby Gillon, the little people.
Chris says Jeff Hardy face paint is like a tribute to Doink the Clown. Michael Loretta's in the chat. Hey, Michael Loretta. How's it going, man?
Thanks for
How you
hanging out
doing
with
tonight?
us.
You watching some Raw? You excited for this this next match coming up? Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus.
It's a horrible song.
Oh my god, there's this song on the radio, a new song, and it is like the most annoying song. Like the beat of it is so annoying. I hate it. I hate it. Like the beat is obnoxious and weird. Like
Nobody
what the
likes
fuck
that.
is this?
Nobody
Michael
likes
Lloyd
that.
is like, you guys see the Owen Hart story?
No.
Really?
I think I recorded it. I think I did record it. I know the Owen Hart story. I mean, like, I know his ending, his downfall. WWE cutting corners, paying people less than their circus people. They used to pay circus people.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. And, like, they were very professional.
Yeah.
And then Vince wanted to cut that budget down. So they just hired some, like, locals in the city they went to, and they just didn't have their equipment was shit. Obviously, he plummeted to his death.
Right, but maybe he's talking about the whole AEW doing the Owen Hart Cup thing or whatever.
Yes, they are doing that. And no, we haven't seen it because of that.
I haven't seen anything about it, but Sophie in our chat mentioned it earlier, so we have heard a little bit of
If
it.
that's what you're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to be turning Dominic Mysterio heel pretty soon, it sounds like. So.
Cool. So exciting. Yeah, Michael, I kind of figured that's what you were talking about. So that's why I reminded you about that. But yeah, Sophie in our chat mentioned something and that they were going to do some kind of like thing where you cup thing or something.
Damien feels fantastic.
Also, Sano and Hart will be in the new AEW video game. Yes.
That's pretty cool. I can honestly say I never watched Owen Hart wrestle one time. He came into the WWE when I was not watching. It was when I was a full WCW guy at that time. And then I was watching that pay-per-view when they stopped it. And they just showed the audience for a while. They wouldn't show the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would show the announce people as they were dragging him out, because that was the opening match. Just kind of lucked out that it wasn't in the very middle, I guess, of the show.
Right.
Doesn't Sheamus have to win this?
I guess. Delita says, hit the like, right? Thumbs up.
Hit that like.
Michael says, first time Owen Hart be in a wrestling video game in over 20 years. It's pretty cool, though, right?
Yeah, that's nuts.
So is Sheamus already in it then?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a one-on-one match.
But Jeff gets added to it?
Yes, if he wins.
Okay.
And he's probably going to win. It doesn't make a lot of sense for him to be in the match, but whatever.
Right.
He wants his name to live forever. It's like a Greek. Alexander the Great.
You better do a lot better things than what you're doing right now, dude. Have you
He wants to be like Hector or Troy or Achilles.
Defended your title anytime soon? No, you haven't.
He does an open challenge every week.
No, he doesn't. Not doing it this week. Michael Gloria says, I can't wait for AEW on Wednesday and Friday. Sweet. Alita says, somebody get out the sun, please, for this man.
It just doesn't work.
I think Sheamus would just turn into redness. And
he would, yeah.
Red burning.
He would probably just disintegrate into dust. Yeah, my daughter can't tan either, and neither can her mother. Canadians.
Canadians. It's funny. Ginger Canadians.
Right.
All right. Michael says, I hope Jeff Hardy wins. Yeah, so he can get a chance at the title.
Get that triple threat match. It would be good to see. But can they have Sheamus lose going into a pay-per-view? It doesn't keep him strong.
Yeah.
Less Damien can get involved.
Lita was saying that you guys are behind. But our stuff is up to date.
You know, and it could be, you can just tap that button on the side of your thing. Make sure you're up to date. Because mine, will just lag all of a sudden. Then I have to fast forward to keep it up.
Right. Yeah, I've had that too.
Waking up. Terabithia.
How do we get back to where we were?
Bray Wyatt sighting. Lots of gold.
Mm-hmm.
The Bray.
Well, it says, cool, he took off his dumb mask. Did he? I thought he still had it on.
Oh, did you see that? Vultures or whatever, not vultures, but pterodactyl came out of the hole into the modern day city.
Oops.
So they opened a wormhole.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Michael's like, you guys going to watch Halloween Kills next month?
The hell is that?
What?
What is Halloween Kills? Is that a movie? Or is that a wrestling event?
Alita says, I'm glad. What are you glad about? What's going on? What are we glad?
I want to hear more about this Kills.
Halloween Kills.
Is it an AEW thing? Or is it Impact? $1 from every shakaroni goes to charity. On a shakaroni. It's pepperoni.
No. Not from Papa John's. Their pizza's disgusting.
So the question there is the shakaroni count as a pepperoni? So
No, because he puts himself on it. That's gross. Nobody wants human pizza. Luke says it's the new Halloween movie with Michael Myers.
Yeah, I'll watch it if it's on. I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it, but if it's on a streaming service, I'll watch it. If it's at a movie theater, I'm going to watch it until it comes out.
Right.
Sounded like a cool wrestling event, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like Halloween Havoc. God forbid if we ever get that.
Alita's like, getting the title is easy. Is it?
Yeah. From Reginald.
I guess. Something like that.
Maybe Nia Jax should go get it back. Go get the 24/7 title.
Yeah.
And then her and Shayna can have a match for it. It'll be a title
Keep
match.
it in the women's for a little bit.
They should.
Yeah, why do the men only get it? I mean, they have like what, 2 women get it? The one that was pregnant, and then.
Well, there's been like that one girl, the older lady, that had won it. At like Legends Night.
Oh.
I can't remember who it was, but she won. I think like Michelle McCool or somebody like that.
Right. Michael says the Michael Myers new movie be on Peacock too. Cool.
I'll watch it. It's gonna be on Peacock.
You don't have to pay for it. You have to pay for it.
Well, I already have to pay for it. I pay monthly for it. I doubt myself I should be in the spot that I'm in. Welcome to the party. Side. Russian leg sweep. Frog splash. Sheamus kicks out handedly. No problem. Oh, drop toe hold right into the ring. Rope.
His nose is all
and his nose is bloody.
Uh-oh.
Take it easy. That's his normal face.
That's his face. Oh, jeez. Silliness right there.
Does he have a big bruise on his left shoulder? Looks purple.
Maybe?
1, 2. Not enough. Jeff Hardy kicks out. A clothesline wouldn't do it.
No, it's paint.
Oh.
It's Jeff Hardy's face.
It's his face paint.
It's Jeff Hardy's face all over him.
Doink the Clown in there. Either that or John Wayne Gacy.
Right?
That is a little scarier. Jeff has little boys buried around his house.
Ew. Oh,
that might be enough. Nope.
Oh,
he's going to have to do it with a bro kick.
Ew. Gross. He's got blood snot coming out of his nose. Ew, gross.
Blood snot. Who doesn't want blood snot?
That's nasty.
This match is going to have to end pretty soon.
You think WWE is still #1 wrestling company or AEW past them?
No. WWE's head and shoulders above. AEW is good. I actually really, really enjoy it. But they're nowhere near on the
They're
level.
just young. Give them, 10 years and see where they're
yeah,
at.
I want to see it when it gets close.
Oh,
fuck, that
ouch.
looked like that hurt bad.
Ouch.
Folded him in half.
Owie.
Sheamus, white noise. No, Jeff rolled him up. There he is. He's in. He made it. He's in.
And it was a
triple threat.
fluke roll-up happened, of course.
There's that roll-up.
Alita's like, never watched Owen wrestle. Yeah? I didn't either, so. It's a triple threat match.
I just never paid attention to him much.
Alita says the priest. Yeah, he's over there.
Oh, spear. Right to his lower back. These two behemoths. It's like the flight from hell. with Brock and Kurt Angle. Or Kurt Hennig, sorry.
My question is why does he keep getting rid of his... Like, why did he get rid of his thing if he knew that his nose would get hurt again?
Who knows? I think it came off.
Mm-hmm. Michael says, even with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, it may be Bray Wyatt.
If they get Bray, that'll help a lot.
But they're still young.
Punk didn't help in the ratings. It helped a little bit for a minute, but it didn't help overall. Cole,
same.
The ratings aren't that much higher. They're only getting about 200,000 or 300,000 more, which is fantastic. It's just that I think they need somebody bigger than those guys.
Messed up.
I do like Daniel Bryan, but I don't know if he can carry a company on his shoulders. I do think Wyndham can. Wyndham Rotunda. Bray Wyatt.
Right.
Like a Kenny Omega type that can carry a company. I mean, he did it in WWE. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to do it, anywhere else. And he's got the mic skills to handle it. It just depends on how they're going to do his character. Or if he even goes there at all, he might just go to Impact or back to WWE.
Mm-hmm. True. Says Adam Cole, baby, and Lita is giving us a laughy face. Laughy face. I'm sure why we're getting laughy face, but we are.
Michael Cole, baby.
That guy.
Kidding. No, that's Michael Cole, not Adam Cole.
Oh.
I said Michael Cole, baby.
That guy.
Vince wanted him to be a manager of Keith Lee.
He really did?
Yeah,
he wanted Adam Cole to be a manager?
The manager of Keith Lee. That was when they got together and they met before he left,
Yeah.
That final meeting, that was what was thrown at him. To get started. He'd eventually wrestle and stuff.
Right.
That's how it would have started.
And he didn't want that?
He didn't want to be a manager.
Weird. Lita says, I'm with you.
Did you sanely offer your car?
Insanely fast.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're down at the bay.
The San Francisco Bay Area. That's why it's so cold.
Ding,
By the ocean.
ding, ding. Like, is that a bell?
Trolley?
Boat on a bell? Bell on a boat? Michael says rating doesn't matter because people DVR wrestling now. And Pico says Mandy with dark hair is a vibe.
She looks pretty damn good, huh? There's a fox in the hen house.
Alrighty, done.
They can sure know how to throw a stupid show on TV.
Pluto's like my friend, which is a bet for Cowboy Cheerleader, has been added to the squad again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a bigger pizza. Oh, the Shakaroni's a bigger pizza. Behind, Speedy. Fast forward. Fast forward the video. We talked about that pizza a long time ago.
Quicken it up. The 49ers. Hey, isn't there football on now?
Should be. It's Monday
What
night.
football game's on?
Monday Night Football tonight, right?
Who won the game? Is it over? Is it still on?
Michael says Vince McMahon really wants to make Adam Cole baby a manager. Vince need to go. It was just a start.
Got to
to
start
see
somewhere.
where it goes.
He didn't want to pay his dues, so he went somewhere else, and that makes sense. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't want to put in time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth, though, right? Alita says needed more drugs to sleep. I'm sorry.
Bobby just destroying the set.
Destroyer of world. Piccolo says, is there a football game? LOL, I just watch highlights on Sports Center. Alita's like, what are you talking about?
You know, I have not watched ESPN in 4 years now. I used to watch it religiously. Now it's like, where do I get my sports news? I just kind of read all over the internet.
Michael says Adam Cole was the face of NXT.
Yeah, he was.
Kind of, yeah, yes. Oh, Lita says Monday Night Football. Yeah, is there football on tonight? Is there a game on now?
Roman Reigns coming out
and
first.
If so, who's playing?
Yes, there's a game. There's always Monday Night Football games. They're not going to just not have one.
Michael's like, Raw's good tonight. Yeah?
It has been fantastic. We even have new tag team champions. And Roman Reigns.
Piccolo says, it's the Packers 35 and the Lions 17.
Packers and Lions. Oh, that sounds like a fantastic game.
Does it?
That's a black and blue division. The NFC Central.
Like, as in, they just beat each other up
it's
or
just
something?
Physical. That's old school. They're the oldest teams in the league. You got the Packers, the Lions, the Bears, the Vikings. They all play outside. It's cold. It's a different place. Different division than anywhere else.
Different.
Bobby Lashley coming out
GTA
next.
GTA game. F-U-C-K. Yeah?
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Michael says best thing about WWE is Roman Reigns. He the face, hands down.
He is, definitely. We do got Brock back, so things could change a little bit, but we'll see where they take that. There's Bobby. Now we're just waiting on Big E. And we can get dirty.
Okay.
Is it
no
code?
idea. Cool.
Universal Championship.
Chris says, what if Finn Balor comes out?
Right? Or Brock. A lot of things could happen here. I just don't see it. I don't see who's going to lose. I mean, obviously, Big E is the weakest one out of these three.
Cool. I'm glad you like to make messages, but can you please stop spamming the chat? And if you're going to do a message, can you please just type out your whole message instead of putting it one letter at a time?
Anyways, I mean, he's obviously the weakest link out of these three, but is he going to get pinned for this to end? I just don't see it. So it's probably going to be Bobby getting pinned again? Because Roman ain't losing.
Mm-hmm. As Chris says, you could just write out sentences instead of spamming. Exactly.
Eggs.
Green's like, Alita says Green Bay and Detroit.
Detroit, baby.
Detroit. People says mouth breathers can type too. Yeah, it's weird. Gross.
I'm a mouth breather.
Michael's like, I hope Brock don't beat Roman. I'd be mad.
yeah, I don't know. But do you bring Brock back to lose?
Piccolo's like, Detroit what? Alita was telling us who was on Monday Night Football tonight.
Rock City.
I think Alita's behind Like, she doesn't have our video like on live, so she's like kind of behind. Chris is like you can write out you are gay without spamming. Right? Chris knows how to get around that shit.
Gay.
Fighting together.
Get it done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this main event is happening.
This is happening right now.
Roman has to win, but how?
I don't know how.
How does Roman win?
I don't know. Unless the other two beat each other up for a while. I don't know. Uso
Did they
boys
have Big
come
E
down.
lose now?
But and if he wins, who does he pin?
It'd have to be Bobby.
Right?
Because Bobby at least has a loss over his last. He's got that knee injury. Maybe they could do something with that again.
Yeah.
Or they can hit him with a big ending, and then Roman spears Big E, and then Superman punches Bobby, and then ends him.
Or does it to Big E, so they have like a Survivor Series thing or something, or I don't know. Lily's like, block them, and Michael's like, Roman versus The Rock, that'd be awesome.
And I'm sure that will happen in a year or so.
That will happen.
If they're going to keep it going, but I mean, that means it's going to be a 2-year reign for Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought Brock back for a reason. They didn't just bring him back to wrestle nobody.
Right? Like,
but
nobody's.
maybe he's going to be the one that beats Big E, and Big E's just a placeholder, which would make a lot of sense. Because it makes no sense for Big E to be a champion.
Right.
He's a mid-carder at best on SmackDown. On Raw, he's probably a little bit better, but he's still not better than... I can name 5 guys, that I would rather see in front of him.
Wonder wants you to make them a bitch.
Make him a bitch?
Mm-hmm. So Travis, make me a bitch.
Like... drag...
I have no idea. Anymore, I thought you could just pick whatever gender you wanted to be. Thought that was the thing nowadays. It's like a girl beard today. Michael's like, Roman the man, don't take the title off him.
Exactly. He needs to be on him for a while. Although I could see him losing at Crown Jewel. They did take it off Seth at Crown Jewel to put it on The Fiend. But that was because of Hell in a Cell or something. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
They screwed that one up bad.
Yeah.
When he just attacked him with the sled. Well, Seth's never been the same. Seth's never been champion since, and he's never been the same guy.
True. Yeah, they did really weird with that. Yeah, they screwed up bad when they did that.
They just went out of their way to build Seth to be a stud. They had him beat Brock twice in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Twice in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then and he's never been champion since. Never been pushed really hard since.
Yeah, he just does this weirdo guy.
Mm-hmm. The Messiah.
Michael says,
All right.
I like Hill Roman.
Oh, everybody does, yeah. Plus the little kid stuff.
Most
and I can see why the kids don't like it. Boom! Big forearm, big elbow. I mean, Big E. Everything's big with Big E, right?
Not really. He's kind of short.
Well, not big in stature, but he's big in heart.
Mm-hmm.
Height does not define heart. He's going to smack his ass. No. I thought he was going to smack his ass. New day rocks. New day rocks. New day rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Roma came in, just smacked him like a biatch.
There you go. Is that what you wanted, Wonder? You want to be smacked like that? Like a Roman smacking Big E. Because Seth had an unbelievable 2018 ever since he lost the freaking gimmick. He went downhill.
It went downhill quick, guys. He lost to the Fiend, and it was just... Well, actually, he beat the Fiend, and it, ruined his career.
Right?
For the most part. I mean, he's never been the same. He's never recovered from that win at Hell in a Cell. It was October of that year.
Right. Yeah, Wonder, you can put that in a sentence with the same spacing and it
Oh
will come
shit!
out.
Big clothesline.
Stop spamming, please.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah? You want the gay sex with Travis? Not surprising.
Ooh, 1, 2, and...
Travis loves that.
What?
He is very into it.
Are we talking about happy sex? Like Old English sex? Hopefully that's what we're talking about.
It's enough to make your butthole pucker.
Bobby Lashley. Gonna take it right too. Big E. No, Big E. 1, 2, and...
Oh, lady says, or muscles. See? See, it works just as good. Done that without spamming my chat. Thank you.
Bam! Samoan drop. 1, 2.
You really want somebody to lick his balls. Is it hard for you to bend down there and do it yourself? I can only imagine. Pickles like Knights of the Round Table style.
Knights of the Round Table. Very, very gay.
Very happy. The Old English style. You know. Sir Robin. Oh, brave Sir Robin.
He tucked his tail between his legs. No, I didn't. Roman picks him up, puts him on the top rope.
Bobby's like, no, I won't lay down and take it. I will beat you in the head with my punch.
She's got him knocked almost out.
She does. It's really amazing.
Climbing up. Nope. Nope. Going up there he goes. Superplex.
Mm.
Big E comes in. He's going to hit him with a power bomb, which then in turn is going to suplex him from the top.
Oh, Wonder wants to be dressed up and called Jess. Sweet.
Jess.
Like Jessica.
I like Jessica Simpson.
No, probably not like Jessica Simpson. Can she play basketball with the guys?
No.
I think it's only fair if she does. Alita says that was cool. Piccolo says, "LO, chicken of the sea is real tuna." That's right. It's real. It's real chicken.
Ah, Jessica Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really chicken? Yes.
Michael says Roman should stay on SmackDown after the draft. Flash says, "You've got to be kidding." What's kidding?
What's you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. I just have the phone call.
It's a 237 number.
No. It's a 221, like a cell phone number.
Ooh.
But it's probably a spamming call, like all the other ones that I get. It's probably about my warranty.
Mm.
But Wonder is all about milking their own boobs. Nice. That's awesome.
It's fantastic.
You
drink a milk.
Can you milk me too? Meet my parents.
That's pretty funny.
The lady's like, he's going to Raw. She's saying Roman's gonna go to
Roman
Raw.
to Raw.
Think he's gonna go to Raw, huh? Don't think he's gonna stay on SmackDown. Maybe he likes SmackDown.
Fine. Your loss.
Michael does not want Roman to go to Raw. He wants him to stay on SmackDown. Michael says SmackDown is the better show. Solely better.
Because of Roman. If they move Roman to Raw, then Raw will be saved. Just getting that. Just put Big E on SmackDown with the New Day and just leave them alone. Let them run the whole show. Like the Bloodline.
Lita is telling Michael that he cray. You cray. But it's like, the SmackDown be bad, lol.
2 hours of wrestling you pretty much do in like a heartbeat. It seems like 3 hours just changes it. Like
it does.
It's only 60 minutes more. And it feels like it's 1,000 hours more. All right, we got Roman Reigns in there with Big E right now. Your tribal chief. Your tribal chief.
Not my tribal chief.
He's exactly your tribal chief.
Nope. Google is all like, how about if they stack the entire Raw and all SD got left is Otis and Happy Corbin?
It would be fantastic. It'd be a good show because it's just 120 minutes. No, it doesn't matter how many athletes they have on their roster. It's how they use them on Raw. And Raw has a tendency to just not use its talent.
True.
Like, we should be seeing a lot of these guys wrestling, and we just don't.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Johnny Drip at all tonight. And it's probably because The Miz is gone, but still, they could have done
He had
something.
his own show and stuff, though. Right. And then they stopped having this little feud with Damian Priest and put it all back with Sheamus to try to get his title back. So, you know. Well, it is like scary movies is the best thing about October. Is it? I thought it was Halloween candy. My bad.
No, it's definitely.
That's great, Wonder. I'm glad you love men. They need love, too.
I wonder why.
Well, he wants him to finger his crapper.
Well, how do you know that Wonder is not a girl?
I don't know. They want him to finger his crapper?
Sounds like a weird thing.
You think? Like, what? Like,
sounds just dirty and bacterial. It's not romantic at all. No romance.
That does not make me want to turn.
There's just no romance there. Look at this. Look at the vertical suplex.
Ooh, with Roman. Wow.
That's Roman.
Dang.
Roman sells it well. Perfect.
Did. Michael says WWE should push Kevin Owens to the moon.
They're gonna push him right out.
People is like
right out of the company.
Lita, I agree. Check out Midnight Mass on Netflix. Wonder says, I am gay 100%. Sweet.
Oh, Big E. I'm also happy. Oh, clothesline. Roman Reigns. Are we going to double splash? We're going to see a double splash?
Yes.
Is he long enough to double splash? A double splash! Probably kicked out at 1.5.
Lita's thumbs up about checking out Midnight Mass on Netflix. And Michael says, I like Demon Finn Balor, but not the Finn Balor. You like the Demon Finn Balor.
The demon?
The demon.
Big E, runs right into a boot. Bobby Lashley picks him up, jacks him down. Roman throws Lashley out. Roman wants that pin. Big E just kicks out.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's going to have to hit him with that spear.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Gonna get rid of him?
Spear 1, spear 2.
Bobby will just be out on the outside, hanging out.
No, Big E's not losing. I mean, I'd love to see him lose. Because he is the weak link, but they just put the title on him. It makes no sense to have him. Missed it. Big ending. Here it is. That's it. Count to 100. Oh, nope. Bobby.
Bobby grabbed Big E by the foot. Wonder says that I am so inbreaded. Like breaded.
Right.
I can't stand up. It's terrible. So sad.
Are you from New York City?
It's a sad life. How you said it's not New Jersey?
You sure you're not from Jersey? All right. So you got him?
I don't know. He's been neutralized. Oh,
Like Superman
punched him and
That's
he's
it.
down.
No,
he got out. Damn.
This is getting fantastic.
Luna's like, holy shit. Right, Luna? Holy shit.
So I'm going to watch the whole pay-per-view.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
Especially if Eva Marie's
4 hours of greatness right there. Michael's like, I'm not a believer in Big E because he acts so doofy.
Yes. He's just a placeholder. They're going to find another champion. But just enjoy it while it lasts. This is awesome.
Wonder is, my father is brother, who is my uncle and mother. So you're your own grandpa?
Yes.
Good deal, bud.
Sounds fantastic.
It's awesome.
Sounds like a nice tree.
It's like a twisty little bush.
The only problem with that is you don't have a lot of family, and so you don't get a lot of gifts. You just get one from everybody.
Because you are your own.
There's a spear back!
Whoa! Bobby!
Oh, Big E!
This guy. I thought they were going to do another commercial. I'm like, it's almost over. What are they doing?
The Hurt Lock, if he can get it in. Now, Big E's super strong.
He is super strong.
He don't have a neck, though.
Piccolo's like, this mate is hilarious. In so many
Superman
ways.
punch. Here it is. Here's the spear.
Oh, the joy.
So is Roman going to get pinned, or is Big E going to get pinned? Neither.
I don't know, but if I was him, I would just not.
Spear all the way down to the outside.
What I gotta say is, you guys be on YouTube on Wednesday for AEW.
Yes, absolutely.
We will be here for Wednesday night Dynamite on AEW. It is the first night of their whatchamacallit they're having this week.
Here it is, guys. He's going to pin the tribal chief. Right there. Holy shit.
Disqualified. Oh, because it's a triple threat. That's right.
Yeah.
Beat him, Bobby. Just beat the shit out of him.
Bobby going nice. Dirty. That's a huge back he's hitting, though.
God bless you. Is like, and Roman Reigns eats a spear, right? Alita's like, yes. Wonder's like, we are so inbred, worse than the Spanish royal family, the Habsburgs,
Look at this. This is how Bobby's going to lose.
Because he's taking out his frustration on Big E.
Yeah, and he's not paying attention to the big dog.
Roman. Turn around and beat him with it. Oh, there it is.
See? Told you. That was so predictable.
Too predictable. All right, well, Roman won that triple threat, although Bobby did, keep up with all of them. Good for him. Universal Championship Extreme Rules match, Roman Reigns versus the G-Man.
It looks like it's a championship match, so.
Michael says 1, 2, 3. Michael says nice, Roman 1. And Luna's like, well, good night, people. And Wonder is telling you, all right, sexy Travis, time off, sweetie. And loves. Lots of love doves right there. Goth Lashley says, I'm gone. Alita's like Roman wins. He does. Alita, he won. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Over yet.
I'm getting all the goodbyes out of the way, so when it goes off, we can just close up shop and leave. Film Nation BTS is in the chat. Hey there, says, hey, what's up? Not much,
We're
just watching the very end of Raw.
Roman Reigns, the big dog, showing why he is the biggest, the baddest dog.
Yeah, from SmackDown to Raw, and he won there too. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight to watch Raw. We will be here on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, and it is like a special show. It is a first night of, what's it called?
Like Great America or something. I can't remember.
Something like that. Anyways, and it's going to have another episode of that on Friday.
Yeah, they'll close
and it's going to be a 2-hour show for Rampage on Friday.
Right.
Oh, that's going to be bad.
4 hours.
All right. But we will be here on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Thanks for hanging with us tonight for Raw, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening and tomorrow, and we'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.